I'm going to make sure everything is going through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you remember On Point Politics? Do you remember when you were on my stream last August and I said,
Yes.
imagine a crazy scenario where Kennedy and all these third parties are running and Trump could win like 400 electoral votes. You remember how true that prediction seeming?
Yep, definitely for sure. Oh, why did he just leave?
What happened?
A fourth person just joined the stage thing.
Ah.
What is up, guys? Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear everybody? Like, well, make sure that I'm just making sure like everybody can hear us and whatnot.
Yo.
Yeah, what's up?
In the chat, if you guys can hear us, I just want to make sure everything is working before I continue on. Okay, perfect. So what is up, everybody? We are live for the Super Tuesday results. We are currently looking at Trump at 273 delegates to Nikki Haley's 43, which she got some the other day, finally. Got some. But please, guys, like the stream. Subscribe if you're new. Everybody that's in the stage right now, guys, this is Lalo and Retaking the Nation. They both have their own YouTube channels. You guys can say hi.
Yo, what's up? This is Lalo. My tag on YouTube, if you want to look me up, is LaloAZ03. That's going to be my birth year. I'm a 20-year-old college student. I make a lot of political videos, stuff somewhat adjacent to it. And so we've been getting into the mix in regards to these elections, the Senate predictions, Congressional House predictions. These are really dicey. And so, yeah, we're going to review Super Tuesday, seeing how much Nikki's going to lose by. And maybe she'll drop out.
By the way, just to mention really quick, I do have everybody's YouTube channels in the description already. So if you guys want to go subscribe to them, you guys can go to the description and go find them and go subscribe to their channel. And right now, we're just currently waiting for some more results. Now, what do you guys think are the most important things you should be looking at as of today for the House races?
Okay. So at least from what I've been seeing House race-wise, I think that at least like in Arizona, there's a few that are competitive. And just to get more specific, Juan Ciscomani's a guy who runs to the left of Trump, like platform-wise, but is also from a Biden district. And so that one's an important primary. I think his opponent is Kathleen Wynne, who has no shot. And we'll just see how much he wins by, because if it's by a lot, then hopefully all the MAG people vote for him. And if Trump carries the state, then Juan should outpace Trump anyway. So it's like the reverse Kari Lake effect. Whereas I think Kari Lake is going to underperform Trump at like 1 to 3 points.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, everyone just saw Cinema dropped out today, right? Everyone knows that.
Well, yeah. So is that a good thing in your guys' opinion?
Well, it depends. We could get to the general where people start to see how extreme Gallego is, because Mark Kelly is not Ruben Gallego. Mark Kelly was, I'm very, very moderate. Look how moderate. I'm an astronaut and I'm bald. But Ruben Gallego is, very explicitly left wing. So it could end up helping Kari Lake, but I think Cinema probably helped Lake a little more. I think it's gonna be a little bit tougher for her now.
I think it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people have always short-sighted her in terms of how electable she is. I actually think she's one of the more electable candidates if you really look at it. Just because of the fact that she got really close to winning, guys. Like this was not something where she lost by 5 like Masters or lost by 18 like Mastriano. She lost by the skin of her teeth.
Yeah. What would the Kari Lake legacy be if she won? Everyone would think she's amazing, right? And it's like it was only like 15,000 votes.
Right, yeah. It was super close. There's a lot of people out there that say that Trump lost 2020 bad. They're like, oh my God, like, how could he lose? Like, he's a terrible Republican candidate. But out of the last 3 Republican losses, he was the closest Republican loss possibly in a very long time, actually. I think even like, W. Bush lost in a landslide. John McCain lost in a landslide. The last close race was, in fact, the last Republican who lost by a narrow margin was actually Gerald Ford, for crying out loud. So for people to say that Trump is, oh my God, he's destined to lose is just kind of ridiculous. And somebody's asking right now, if you were to have an electoral map, what would it look like? I'll actually do that right now if you guys really want me to.
It's so funny. All the DeSantis, even Rufus, they're all on the Trump train now.
Dude, I saw that.
True.
I actually saw Rufus. I saw him say that because I saw Red Eagles tweet about that, which I thought was very interesting. I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty amazing. Now, that's actually kind of incredible that I didn't think he was ever going to switch, and he actually did. So that was kind of amazing. But
yeah, I mean, the polling is looking just so good for Trump, and polls aren't everything, but let's just say polls do not overestimate Trump ever.
Right, but compared to before, it is a big difference. Now, somebody said, based off, what would your electoral map be like? Okay, here, he's in the chat. He's in the thing now. I'm gonna add him to the stage, guys. This is Let's Talk Politics.
Hello, everybody. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, everybody should be able to hear you.
Is my mic too low? Is it too loud? Or is it perfect?
No, that should be good.
All right,
sounding great.
Yeah. So, guys, this is Let's Talk Politics. He also does political content as well. He's been on a couple of my lives before. So if you guys want to subscribe to him, just go in the description down below and you guys can go sub to him as well. And so for my Electoral College map, guys, I do think, obviously, these would be the safe Republican states. I think mostly all the states Trump already won in 2020.
No, Kentucky's going to flip because of the governor's race. Kentucky's in trouble, guys.
Have people actually said that or no?
Yeah, like Twitter, basement dwelling kids will say that.
That's
Bashir won. It's lean.
So, by the way, guys, I do use a plus 15 margin for safe. A lot of people started using plus 10, but I'm not really doing that. But as of right now, I think Iowa and Ohio are close to like 11, 12 point wins for the most part. I think Trump's going to do a lot better with white working class voters for the most part. I think some Hispanic and African-American trends are going to help him in some of the city areas, especially with Asian voters. There are a couple of Asian voters. There are some communities especially in Ohio, a lot of Filipinos that do live in some of the city areas. And I think those are going to shift a tiny bit to the right as well. So I do think that that's going to help him win each of these states by over 10. For safe Democratic states, there was a poll that actually came out, I think today or yesterday, that when you include all the third-party voters, Biden's actually under 15. He's actually only ahead by 12.
Did everyone see the turnout numbers today for the primaries in California? It was not good for Dems.
Really? The turnout's like not good at all?
Yeah, it's really bad compared to 2022.
That's interesting. Let me see. Is there a tab? I'm trying to look for the tab for California's Senate race. Oh, look, here it is. Oh, wow. They closed late. Jesus Christ. Wow, they closed late. We're going to be here for a while then, huh? But as of right now, I think for the safe Democratic states, I think that safe California, I mean, for now, I would be very surprised if it goes under 15. That's all I'm going to say. That'd be very, very surprising. I also think Hawaii is still going to be safe. However, I do think it's going to possibly get under 20 or at least close to 20. I think that could happen. I also think that Vermont, Massachusetts, Maryland, and D.C. would all be safe. I'm going to say for the purposes of now, I think Washington's going to be over 15 just because I feel like the state might trend to the left a tiny bit. I feel like mostly Trump's going to gain in the popular vote in like Illinois, New York, Texas, Florida. That's really what's going to drive his popular vote victory for the most part. I think South Carolina is safe. I think Alaska is like borderline safe, but I do think it falls under 15. Texas and Florida, Trump made really good gains here before, and I think he's going to continue those. The southern Texas border area, I think he's going to get those like 20-point shifts again. I think he'll shift them even more than before. Not even more, but like he'll continue that same trend there and possibly even flip more counties. I think he'll flip Miami-Dade. I'm actually helping. I don't know if you guys follow like those kind of politics very, very locally like that. But I am actually helping a candidate run for mayor of Miami-Dade there as of right now. His name is Manny Sid. So if you guys want to look him up on Instagram or whatever, you guys can look him up. He goes by Manny Sid, and he's currently the mayor of my hometown, actually. So I'm currently in college right now, so I'm not in my hometown. But when I lived there, he was actually the mayor there. And now he's running for the county, and he's going against the incumbent Democratic mayor who's like buddy with Joe Biden, basically. So that's going to be interesting. And I basically told him, like, okay, hey, all you need to do is make it to the runoff, because if you're on the ballot with Trump, more than likely you're going to have a better chance of being able to make it to the making it to like winning the general per se. So that's basically what I've been telling him. So I do think I am pretty confident that he's going to win it. I think possibly he's going to win it by like 5 points, possibly somewhere around there, maybe a little bit less than that. But I definitely think he can win it for sure. Now, what do you guys think about like Colorado? Because I think it's likely, like it's under 15, but I think it's less than 2020. I think it's sitting at around like an 8-point win for Biden.
I would say plus 12 Biden.
Really? Wow. You really think it's shifting that much?
I'd say
Literally,
probably
I'm
like
telling
plus
you,
8 or 9.
yeah, people from the Pacific Northwest, they're all like, I'm gonna move to Colorado, and they're all lefties. It's just like,
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, they're like, oh, Colorado's a little more libertarian, but like, I still want to live in a Democrat state. That's what they say.
okay. I think. Here, let me characterize that at large in Nebraska. I think Illinois is going to go under 15 Democrat. I think Trump can get it. I think he could get it close to 10.
Yeah, you never know how RFK is going to F with some of these margins. Like,
Right.
he'll have a state maybe where he gets 2%, but he might have a state where he gets 10. So you never know.
Right.
Okay, so let's get out of the way the partisan distribution of the vote for RFK though, because I'm under the impression that it ought to be like 60-40 otherwise Biden voters going for RFK in 24. So I think that's pretty benign. So it's somewhat like Ross Perot, but inverted.
Right, yeah, that's true. Because Ross Perot took a lot of votes from George W. Bush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Maine is really interesting because Maine, Trump actually has a really good shot here. I'd actually say he even has a better shot here than he even does in a state like Minnesota or even like Virginia because of all the polling. The previous poll had Biden up by like 1, and now there was a poll that came out by like 6, and it has the other vote share at like 18%. But Maine usually has a really high third-party vote share when there's a major third-party candidate. So I do think Trump does have a pretty good chance of actually winning it.
Yeah, I mean, he almost snagged it in 2016. He got close.
Right, yeah, he almost did. Zachary Clark says just voted Trump in Virginia. Perfect. And as of right now, I do think that possibly, I think like Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Rhode Island, all these states are going to be likely. They're going to fall under 15, but they're not going to be in reach for Trump per se. I think that New York would be a state that possibly does fall under 15. I actually think this is closer than people are going to think it is. I have it right now as like Biden plus 7 per se. That's what I have it. I actually have it way closer than 2020, especially with the high third-party vote share, Trump's political indictments, the swing of African American voters. I just actually saw something that somebody made a really good point. Trump was polling at like 4 to 8% with African American voters in 2020, and he ended up getting like 13%. And now he's polling anywhere from like the high teens to like the mid 20s with them.
I think we'll be able to get around 20% this time around.
Yeah.
No way.
No, got 13 last time.
We're told
so
about
maybe
Black
17
every cycle, and then it doesn't happen.
I think he could get more than 20.
Okay, well, hold on. So I think McCain got like very little black support, like maybe 5%. Romney got like 8%. Then Trump got like 10% in 2016. Then he got 13 in 2020. So you could say he can get like at least 15.
Yeah,
and that is like a net 0.5% of the vote in Georgia. That would have flipped Georgia, for example, or even Arizona. Well, not really, but margin-wise, it would.
Well, low turnout was gonna help either way. So
Yeah.
Right now, somebody just commented. Zach Webster says, "I believe Trump is going to make massive ground in New York, most likely edging a lot of GOP House races." That is definitely true. I think he is
Yeah.
going to help the House out there significantly. And I actually think that's really the main reason why he's doing it. I think it's really because of that, to be honest. I also think Virginia could be a state that falls under 5 with the third-party votes. And even Biden's polling there hasn't necessarily been the strongest either. I think New Hampshire, New Mexico, and Minnesota are all going to fall under this category. That I do think they're all going to fall under lean. And then we have our swing states. I think North Carolina could possibly end up being close to 5. I think that
I think Trump gets it by 4%, 3 to
That's
4
what-
points.
he probably gets it by like, whoa, who was that? I'd say he probably gets it by like 4.5. Georgia, what do you guys think about Georgia? Because right now I have Georgia at like 2.5% for Trump for the most part.
mean,
That's what I have.
That's pretty generous considering the polling is like has Trump blowing out Biden.
I have it at 5%.
Oh,
Yeah. I'd say that's too far just because the suburbs are just so gone. But 2 or 3 I could see for sure. Because 5 would be 2016 margins, and I don't think we're there anymore.
Polls are saying around 6 though.
Right, but you gotta understand that even historically, polls have always underestimated Trump. Or not underestimated, they've overestimated him there by like 1 to 2 points, depending on the poll that you're looking at. The RCP average had him up by 2 and he lost it. So I think in 2016 they had him at like 7 point something and he won it by 5.1. So he's always been overestimated there for sure. Because one of the main reasons why that happens is because typically African American voters tend to be underpolled. That's the main reason why that's happened. They usually tend to be underpolled, but I think the cycle, especially in a state like New York, I'm surprised that the polls are that close there, to be honest. I mean, I thought they were going to be closer. I thought, okay, we'd be seeing them at like plus 18, plus 15, but not like plus 8, plus 12 for Biden. I didn't think that was going to happen. Right now, I have Wisconsin at like just over a point for Trump, considering there's a lot of room for him to grow there. And I think he's going to perform a lot better in the white working class areas. A turn in some of the wild counties might happen. Now, they're going to still trend to the left, but I think he can make a change there just a little bit. That's just my personal opinion on Wisconsin. I think that
barring Dane County getting magical bags out of trucks.
Right. Yeah, barring the surprise graphs. Yeah. And then as for Maine, I'd actually put Maine as tilt Democrat right now, especially with all the polling. We talked about this before, but I'd actually have it as tilt Democrat right now.
I have it as lean.
I personally have it as tilt. Nebraska second. What do you guys feel about that? Because I actually have it as like tilt Republican, like ever so slightly.
I think Biden would win it by around 1 to 2 points.
What about you, Lalo?
What state? Nevada?
No. The Nebraska second district.
Nebraska second district. So the way that I've been following it is that it's been super disadvantageous demographically and that it's been super liberal. But I haven't checked polling like since like 4 years ago, so I wouldn't know. But I do hear a lot about how Don Bacon is so bad. But I mean, if he's having to be so liberal and unpalatable to us to win election as congressman, then maybe Trump wouldn't do so well. So I would have to know the margin.
I don't think there's
NBC exit poll. 48% of Haley voters in Virginia approve of Biden.
Whoa.
What?
She
That's
might
like
as well be
30
a
points higher
Democrat
than
at this
usual.
point. That's like running as a Democrat. She's not even a Republican.
So wait, 48% of Haley voters in Virginia approve of Biden?
Yep.
Oh yeah, his chances just went way down.
And then 1% of Trump voters approve.
What? That means Biden's unfavorables are higher than what the polls are saying, because That means his favorables are higher. Where do they have these? Let me see. Super Tuesday exit polls. Let me look these up and I'll put them on screen right now. Because I did see somebody in chat say that there were a couple. All right, so let's see. Which ones are they? From CBS News or CNN?
That was an NBC one.
I found these ones from CBS, so I'm gonna look at these for now because they have a couple of metrics. So let's go. Hold on, let me do this again. All right, so I currently have it here, and so pretty much it says in Virginia most important candidate quality. 31% shares my values, 27% fights for people like me, 21% has the right temperament, can defeat Joe Biden, 17%. So pretty much the Republican Party, because there's a lot of more like, oh, shares my values and all this stuff, whatever. In the Democratic Party, especially in 2020, they were more focused on, okay, who can beat the other guy? That was a lot of people's concerns. And even in all exit polls, that showed like that happened to be the most important issue or most important quality. Trump voters, 2% say has the right temperament. That's interesting.
Yeah.
20% say can defeat Joe Biden. 33% shares my values and fights for people like me is at 42%. Most important issue in North Carolina is immigration and then economy, and then abortion's all the way down at 11%, and foreign policy down at 9%. Most important issue in Virginia, immigration at 37%, economy at 33%, foreign policy. Foreign policy in Virginia is even beating abortion, which is crazy.
There was a poll that had Democrats' their number one priority issue was saving democracy instead of anything else.
Where?
I forgot what. I think it was like NBC or something.
Oh, like a national poll?
Yeah, their number one issue was democracy and like stopping quote unquote, Trump from holding office again.
Oh my god.
So they don't even care about like inflation or economy or real issues. They just care about like Trump not getting in office again.
Well,
Right.
because Democrats are actually winning. The only category they're winning with now are boomers, and boomers just sit on their trust funds and go to the tennis courts every now and again. They don't have any
It's
idea.
actually, yeah, that is quite interesting that a lot of older people are probably going to vote for Biden this time, which I guess makes sense because Biden's older.
Because they're completely out of touch with
Right.
how society actually functions. It's not
Right.
Okay, so I have a theory on that. So the reason why boomers aren't as pro-Trump is because Joe Biden, for one, I think, a lot of the economics that are so bad right now are maligning millennials and people that are trying to buy houses. So, for example, if we look at the real estate economy, it's hard to get into it. The buying into is really difficult. Well, what that means is that the people that own the property are profiting more than ever. So people that bought a house 20 years ago for 300 grand can now sell this exact same piece of wood for double the price for no work. And so the boomers are really benefiting from this economy. Even if there's some inflation, the housing market is still compensating for that. So with that being said, boomers aren't really being maligned by the economy like are the youth. And if that's the case, then at that point, then if you take the economy out, then it becomes a lot more even for Joe Biden. And so from that perspective, you could see why they're voting for Democrats now.
Yeah, because boomers, they already have their pensions, their social security, healthcare. They already have housing that has, gone up 6,000% since they bought it. So it's like, oh, I don't see what the problem is. It's not touching me. I just care about defending Ukraine and Israel. Like that's literally what.
Right. Well, it's interesting. You know what's funny? The whole Palestine thing has really confused me because a lot of the people who are Palestine support, like those really hardcore liberal Palestine people, are now being like racist towards Jews, but they were calling Trump Hitler during his presidency. Like, I don't understand how that whole accumulation of ideologies comes together.
Because the Democrat Party really is just a combination of people who hate whites. And so they're going to cobble together anyone they can to forward their agenda because really they want the destruction of the core values and core peoples that make up the nation.
Mhm. Look at this. It says trust more to handle economy, 62 to 35 in Virginia for Trump. And then trust to handle border security. He has a bigger margin. Trust to handle international crisis. Nikki Haley's up a few
That's
points.
that's sad that it's even that high because Nikki Haley wants to bomb Iran when she takes office. So
Exactly. Yeah. That I would, guys. I'm saying this right now. I would actually. I'd dead ass. I'd vote for Joe Biden over Nikki Haley because I despise her that
I just
much.
wouldn't vote.
I don't know. I would legit go vote for Biden because I'd rather at least Biden is going to accidentally press the nuclear button than Nikki Haley do it on purpose during her Mexico.
That's crazy.
it's so funny. People are always like, "Oh, we need to get women into leadership." Yet they're always the quickest to warmonger. Hillary wanted to bomb more people.
Yep.
Nikki Haley wants to bomb Iran. It's like you always have the women who are just like are the quickest to like press the nuclear red button. It's hilarious.
Is there any of you guys that actually consider voting for RFK Jr. over anybody else?
No, he's a grifter. Clearly,
No, okay. Because actually, quite a few people on my channel actually like him a little bit.
Not gonna lie, if it was Haley versus Biden, I'd vote for RFK. To be honest, that's just me.
Yeah.
I would leave the ballot blank. Well, RFK
people like
controlled by the
RFK like how
environment.
people liked Andrew Yang. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, well, RFK is controlled by the environmental establishment, and he's part of different sort of Harvard and Skull and Bones organizations and things like that. So he's really just as controlled as everyone else, but he does say some true things.
Right. I want to get like national exit polls because those would be a lot better. I want to get like national exit polls because we have a lot of combination of states that's like is like pretty good. Like if there was exit polls out of national like things, it would be a lot better in my opinion. Okay, so Biden's already projected. Let's see what state is closing first, if you guys don't mind me asking. Because
So Biden already won Iowa.
Yeah, he already won it, but
They called it for him.
Right,
He won 90%.
Yeah, and 94% of the votes, and he got 11,000 votes. That's really bad. What was his vote total in 2020? Like 600,000 votes? Like that's a really bad turnout number. I'm sorry. That's really bad. And the reason why we can say this is because a lot of people, the primary is not being contested, so he doesn't have to get high turnout numbers. But Trump got higher turnout in every single state than he did in 2016 while he was the president and some Bill Well guy was running against him or whatever the case was. I think that was actually Gary Johnson's running mate or something like that.
Bill Weld, yeah, the former governor of I think was it New Mexico like 20 years ago or
Massachusetts.
Yeah, so the fact that's the thing. The fact that he is underperforming this badly is completely unexcusable for the Democrats. But of course,
did you see Nate Silver's Cope piece about Biden not winning Michigan by that much and all the undecided voters? Nate Silver had a giant Cope piece about, it's not really that big of a deal that 200,000 people voted.
Yeah, that's not good either because you add up the uncommitted votes, that's 100,000. You add up Marianne and Dean's votes, that's like 143,000. That's his whole margin that's his whole margin of the 2020 election in Michigan, and that's only with Democrats.
That's what I'm saying. It was a Cope piece because he was like, it's really not that big of a problem, and it's like, are you sure?
Freaking LTE out here being like, Republicans actually did super bad during the Michigan primary. Like, what? I haven't yet watched it, but I actually want to watch that video because I want to see how he spins it. I know he's working for the Biden campaign, so he has to make these videos.
Like, was there even a point in which he pointed out how uncommitted was like overperforming? Like, he didn't even say that at all. He didn't even mention it.
Or in the video, he doesn't even mention it once. Dude, that's very dishonest.
That's very. We need to do the voice right. Biden did very well in the Michigan primary.
Okay, so the first states that close are Vermont and Virginia. Oh wow, so we're getting through the rough ones first.
Vermont should favor Nikki.
This is Boston Elevators and Aviation says this is LTE? LTE is not in here. This is Let's Talk Politics. I already told him he chose a bad name because whenever I look up Let's Talk Politics, I get Let's Talk Elections.
What should I change it to though? Because I can't find it either.
Don't just change it now. It's too late. You already have 1K subs. You're gonna have to work with it.
So you're gonna have to outgrow LTE.
Yeah, basically. I
hope so.
Yeah, you're gonna have to outgrow that. But I I used to be called the Up Podcast like a super long time ago, and I had like 70 something subs, and then I changed it like right away. We have broke the record of my stream. I've currently passed 303.
You know what I might try doing though? Like after the election year, I'm gonna have like my audience just like debate each other, like literally
That'd be fun actually.
on video.
That'd be cool to watch. I'm gonna pull up all the results already, like the big page with all the results right now. But pretty much this is a very unusual cycle just because of the fact like both nominees are expected to win by like massive margins, and Biden's the incumbent president. So really, this is a little bit unusual, and this is the first primary season I actually sit through. Like even in 2020, I wasn't really even paying attention that much. I didn't really pay attention until like June, July, when they basically both had the nominations already. And so at that point, I was watching like LTE and Red Eagle Politics and stuff like that. I would watch both of them just to get like both sides, because even back then I understood that Let's Talk Elections was already kind of way left leaning. He's a Republican, quote unquote, but
Used to say that.
He's from Maryland.
Larry Hogan Republican.
He's from Maryland. Yeah, so he's
like he's like Dominator is a Republican.
Yeah, who's Dominator?
It's like a Discord mod, right? No, it's a Twitter account. That's like Larry Hogan. Okay, yeah, I remember now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We have just broken. Wow. So we broke the record for my stream. I'm currently at 414 concurrent viewers.
Wow.
So that is awesome. My last record was like 280 something. So I basically almost doubled it. And it just went up like 150 in like the last minute. So everybody in here, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the stream. Everybody that's in here, go follow all of their YouTube channels. Go subscribe to them. And we're going to continue covering Super Tuesday. And so as of right now, we're still waiting for results. The first states that don't close. Okay, Virginia and Vermont. What do you guys think about those? Because the polling in Virginia for Trump has been looking kind of close. And then Vermont's like super liberal. So
I think Haley has the upper edge on Vermont. It'll be close though. She'll barely win it.
You think she'll eke out the win there? Is that winner
probably got like a couple points, like 1 to 2 points.
Is that winner take all or no?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think it's winner take all? Okay, then that's good then. At least Trump just has to. I mean, he's probably going to end up winning it, but he has to win California and Texas, because if not, that's going to be bad too. So
he's gonna win those.
I mean, he'll win those, but that's basically all he would need to focus on. Pretty much, he just needs to focus on that. And Candace just gifted a membership to Nicholas, so welcome to the memberships for the channel. Only two likes. What do you mean 2 likes? What is this guy?
That's a hater.
Well, get people to like this. No, there's 74 on my screen.
I don't know what he's talking.
That's a troll. That's a troll.
Yeah,
27 typo.
It's a
70. Probably didn't
72.
refresh it. It's at 70 something.
He probably hasn't refreshed it. I don't think he's refreshed it.
What do they mean by deplorable?
Yeah, I don't know what he means by that. Hold on, guys. I just finished eating, so I'm gonna wash my hands. Be right back. I'll be like right back.
All right.
Okay. So Nikki Haley won DC. Now I was watching the stream after it already happened, but people were saying that Trump was gonna win it. How much of a surprise was that? Because I wasn't following.
It's similar to now what we're seeing with Vermont. I think DC and Vermont would probably be similar. So it wouldn't shock me if she wins that either, because she won, DC already. So I think they'll vote very similarly in like the same way towards Haley.
That's swampland, so I mean that's not surprising at all.
I mean, yeah, they're both swamp states, so.
And so I think Vermont's close because it's mostly Democrat. Is that the logic? Just for people in the audience. So the more Democrat a state is, then basically it's more likely for Nikki Haley to do well, because we're gonna have like trans voters basically going blue, voting red.
Primary, they can cross over. But
so how much of what is your guys' like over under in support of, or basically the confidence interval? So for example, there's set amount of delegates in play today. What's the amount that you'd see as like the reasonable variance in results? So is it like 20? Is it 100? What do you guys think?
I think Trump will get somewhere between like 900, 950 to 1050 probably delegate wise.
I think we'll get around like low 1000s or high 900s around there.
Now, how much of a difference does it make if he gets, let's say, 900 versus 1050?
I don't think that makes a difference. He might slightly underperform, but it's not that telling.
In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. But in terms of optics, it's like good to hit that 1,000 mark. From a
Ernie Simmons says,
because are there any people that won't vote for Trump because they already know he's going to win the nomination, so they just like sit home? There's no point. He's already going to win.
that could be true, but I'm not exactly sure.
I was saying
if you know Trump's going to win, you just like won't go because he's going to win, right?
Yeah.
And he'll underperform. He'll make him seem like he's underperforming, even though he's not.
That could be a possibility, but I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. People have made the case that that's going to affect the general, but I actually think that's going to turn out more people because it's like, okay, well, he's ahead now, so now I have a reason to vote. Trump had an interview with George Stephanopoulos. I think that's his name, like a long time ago.
Wait, were they in like the car or something?
Yeah, like at the White House, and he mentioned
I've seen it.
Polling. He mentioned all the polling is fake polling, which I mean, you could debate that, but a lot of the polling did very, very overestimate Biden's support, and that may have actually caused a couple of people to stay home. So you could say that he was pretty valid about that. And so I think this cycle, I think that Trump being up may actually invigorate more Republicans to actually go out there and actually vote for him overall. So that's just my take on it, to be honest. Thoughts on Helmut's wait, what? Who is that? What are you? Do you guys have the chat pulled up? What are they saying in chat about Northrup's primary model?
You mean Northrup?
Northrup's primary model. Who's primary? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it. But that Northrup is a surname, so it's like some obscure polling model.
Gary says, just got back from voting in California, wall-to-wall people. What do you mean? Like, there's a lot of people in line to go vote?
Mm-hmm.
Republican turnout's good.
Oh, that's good then.
Can you guys still hear me?
Who was the person, Retaker or Lalo, who was the one that said that the Democratic turnout was really bad in California?
That was just a bunch of different sources like Red Eagle and polling accounts and stuff. They just had the data there.
We're about to get 800 viewers right now.
And Rap also tweeted about that.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay, so Gary, I was right. Gary just said yes. 94% of Haley supporters won't support the nominee. Where'd you get that from? Boston Elevators just said that in the chat.
I've seen people that say her supporters, like their second option, will be Donald Trump, second in line if she doesn't win.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they would just like go to Donald Trump instead.
I feel like most of them are gonna support Trump. I feel like the only one who wouldn't is like the political chatter or something. But like other than that, pretty much like everybody's gonna end up doing it. I actually have the delegate map up right now. I've actually filled it out. Hold on. Let me present it on screen so I can show everybody. But I do actually have the primary map filled out. Hold on, let me PA Election HQ might join at some point, but we'll see. I'm not sure if they're going to join or not. Let's see. Okay, he says he's going to probably join in like 30 to 60 minutes. He just DM'd me like right now. So he's going to join soon. So that'll be nice.
Red Eagle's actually, I think, about to go live right now.
He already went live a couple minutes ago. He already did. So
you got 900 people watching, or 850.
I know, it's awesome. It really is. Yeah, it's close. It's currently, I think it says 800. I have the live thing pulled up on my other computer here. It's at 862. Somebody says, Omar sadly says you should collab with Real American. I've actually donated him a couple of times and been like, yo, follow me on Twitter. And he's never followed me back. And I can't get to him otherwise. because my other account, when I told them, for some reason, one of my accounts got deactivated. I don't know why. It just randomly ended up happening. And I had to make a new one, and I tried telling him, he never got back. So it is what it is.
He's fine. Now, did you see the big L he took on the recall election in California in 2021?
Who?
Rap. He took a big shot in the face when it came
Why?
to Larry Elder.
What did he say was going to happen? Did he say Larry Elder was going to win?
Yeah.
Oh,
At least that's what I remember. Maybe this is heresy. Maybe he said something else, but that's because he was the most like distraught about it.
Larry Elder
And
underperformed.
yeah, he did. It was pathetic. Gavin Newsom's a king, and people learned it on that day.
Gavin
All right,
Newsom's
we are at 918 viewers, so please hit the like button, subscribe. We need the algorithm to go up. I want as many people to watch this stream as possible while we're covering all the results. On the map, you didn't fill out the Virgin Islands. I actually did fill out the islands. It says that he's gotten 4 delegates so far, so I already filled those out. So I did actually fill it out on the map.
Did you see the polls though that had Trump beating Newsom by more than Biden?
Yes, I saw those. They're
Yeah, I
like
saw those.
crazy margins. Like he's winning in Pennsylvania by 15.
Which
And
I
he's-
thought it would be the opposite. I thought Newsom would be stronger than Biden.
Nah, I didn't think so.
People like if you go to California too, Democrat voters don't even like Newsom in California. They just don't
No.
vote Republican.
Yeah, no, I live in California.
Guys, announcement. We have officially passed 1,000 concurrent viewers on stream.
Nice.
So that is awesome. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I really, really appreciate it. We're obviously
I
going
think it's stuck at 700.
I got it at 1,000. It's there.
Oh, I refreshed. Okay, it's that one. I have to refresh.
Yeah, it went up really fast on my end. That's why. But as of right now, I do have the map filled out. What do you think the delegate counts? Like, okay, so in like Virginia, I know you guys were talking about this, like what he's variancing at. I think he might pass like 1,000. I think he is going to pass 1,000 because I think he is going to get really strong performances in a lot of these closed primaries. I think Virginia and Vermont are really the only states where he may or may not possibly win or underperform. Like it depends. And luckily, we're getting there pretty close. So we're getting those polls closings first, so we can get those out of the way automatically. Hopefully they count fast enough because freaking hell, they always take forever to
How bad do you think the counting will be in 2024 on November? Do you think it's going to take days? What do you think it's going to be?
I'm not exactly sure because I know that a lot of states did recently pass a lot of voting legislation in terms of like you need to go you need to show like your voter ID in some of the states and all that thing. What do you think about those legislations? Because I know that a lot of states have passed it, especially like Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona. I know
I was about to say Georgia.
Georgia passed a really strong one.
Yeah.
So that's good.
One state that does it right is Florida, man. 2020, it was like they had 80% in 1 hour. I'm like,
I know we did. That is
And a lot of those people voted by mail too. So
the problem is on the West Coast states, everyone votes by mail, but you can submit your mail-in ballot on election day. So that's why it takes weeks. But those states aren't close, so it doesn't matter.
You could submit your vote on election day. That's kind of
it's mail-in, but like you can mail it on election day.
that's just stupid.
That's weird.
That's like set up for failure at that point.
Yeah, that's super weird. I'm glad that Trump is telling everybody to vote early. That I am very happy about because of the fact that who is John Willard? Somebody in the chat just said, Robbie said, at least this chat is safe from John Willard. What does that mean? I don't understand.
No idea.
I don't know what that means. I guess this is all like election Twitter talk. I'm very new to the whole like Twitter space. Recently, the other day, Ryan got cooked, literally. That's like my first dose of like, that's my first dose of election Twitter, which was kind of hilarious. Isn't that race like happening tonight? I think somebody talked about that. Isn't that like happening today? Or no?
I don't know.
Oh, you have no idea? Oh, okay.
Nah.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see.
I just don't know how the GOP doesn't have better early voting infrastructure. It's been 4 years, and it's like we have bank your vote and that's it. It's like that's how bad the freaking Ronna Romney McDaniel clown show was.
Yeah, that
Becky
was
said she's
terrible.
got
I'm
back
so
from
glad.
voting. The voting lines backed up around the block. Folks, you giving this so incorrect. Know what you're saying in the chat.
Wait, what? Where?
Becky Gullery just got back from voting. The lines are backed up around the block. Folks, you are giving this so incorrect. Know what you're saying. I guess Becky's talking about how like turnout may be lower. Like we were talking about how turnout may be lower in some places or whatever the case is. But we're mostly talking about that for like Democratic, mostly Democratic voters for the most part. I don't really think Republicans are not turning out. I think it's the Democrats.
Like in safe Democratic states like Cali, for example, you're not going to see as high turnout among Democrats as usual.
Right. That's what I'm really trying to talk about. That's what I was really focusing on. So,
but if you're near like a swing state or a red state, you're going to see a lot of turnout.
right. Looks like Pollyanna says, looks like Obama, I mean Biden might lose. Okay. See.
And that's going to help Trump with the popular vote, by the way.
Charles Crook says, cool to catch you alive. Been all day consulting by text on a trial. Okay. When I went to go vote, I brought 3 friends. I got out and all in 10 minutes for lunch. Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. Stinky Bean says, will Ready Go Politics be joining the call? I don't think he is. I invited him, but he hasn't responded. So it's okay. He's obviously got his own stream going on and whatnot. And Rap has his own stream as well. But I just kind of wanted to have like a multi-person stream just so I could have different voices, covering this. And as we go through all the results and whatnot, I really want to be able to do that. Boston Elevators actually DM'd me on Discord saying that it's actually it's only 69% of Haley voters would not vote for Trump, but I feel like those are not necessarily accurate.
69.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's cap.
You all remember when Haley did that town hall for South Carolina, and she basically said, when it was New Hampshire, and she basically said that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You have an update?
Okay, somebody's updating me. Virginia exit poll in the Discord. Alan says 60% Republican, 40% non-Republican, 12% of those being Democrats. North Carolina 62% Republican, 34% Independent, and 4% Democrat. California, despite being a close primary, 2/3 of them view themselves as Republicans and the rest as independent, 1% as Dem. NBC News exit poll in California shows Trump plus 68 with conservatives and plus 24 with moderates.
That's good, actually.
So that's really good numbers for him. So that's really, really good news. So I am very happy about that.
Let's see how Steve Garvey performs today.
Yeah, I'm very curious. I just found out
he might actually win, by the way.
I don't know. Well, I mean, like he'll.
I'm saying like the.
Right, like he could advance, but there are a lot of people that actually have him ahead of the Democrat, which I mean would be pretty surprising. I think that'd be pretty.
Who do you think does better, Adam Schiff or Katie Porter?
Okay, to be honest, I haven't been following the primaries there very well, but if
polling about equal, but Schiff is polling like a couple points better.
Wait, Schiff like the one that Trump's talked about before?
Yeah. Shifty Schiff, yeah.
Really? He's running for Senate? Why?
Wouldn't it be hilarious if
he's not even from the state of California?
Really?
Yeah, I know. If Sherrod Brown held on, but we flipped California, wouldn't that be hilarious?
That would be hilarious. That would actually be really funny if that ended up happening, but I'm not exact. I mean, I don't know if that would happen. I feel like it would be that'd be a very cursed map, but it would be pretty interesting to see that happen. We even have Maryland being something kind of interesting. I mean, Larry Hogan is not somebody to be super happy about winning overall, but because there's polls that have him ahead by a lot there. So I don't know. Yeah, it's early, but it's still the polling is very good for him there. It's like plus 20 with one of the nominees.
Omar says, who's more annoying, Sherrod Brown or Adam Schiff?
Schiff. Not even close. He's a Russia hope.
It's obvious, guys. It's Schiff.
My dad met Steve Garvey back in '84 and even has his baseball card. He was happy about seeing him run for California. Oh, that's pretty cool. Becky says this is those primaries. Trump voters are out in force. Just wait till November 5th. The Republican is beating pencil next shift. Okay, that's pretty funny. I hope Michael Guest loses his primary. He's in charge of ethics committee. Who's Michael Guest?
It's got to be a congressman.
Probably. It must be. I'm not super familiar with like every single congressman. I've been mostly focusing on like the national stuff. So that's probably why I'm like not super. But I mean, over time, as I keep learning about, this stuff and I'm doing it more often, I so
Yeah, you pick up stuff.
So yeah,
Congressman
I'm not
changed
too invested into
so
Congress.
yeah,
either.
I'll definitely pick up stuff over time, so that's mostly what's going to be the case.
They change so often too. It's like senators and governors are much more fixtures than congressmen who change after a couple cycles.
Right. I honestly feel like there should be term limits though for congressmen, to be honest. I feel like there should be term limits. I don't like the fact that they don't have term limits.
I think competency tests are better because when we have good people in there, I don't want them to be term limited. So I think if you have a competency test, that gets rid of a lot of like old, just senile people.
I mean, yeah, that could also be the case. I'm very glad that the GOP is actually making a pretty decent reversion in the past couple of weeks, leading up to 2024. Of course, we have the North Carolina party chairman possibly being the RNC chairman, which honestly, I think it would be pretty cool for him to be the RNC chair. Also, you have Laura Trump possibly being in there. Her initiatives seem pretty good.
What do you think is going to replace McConnell?
I have no clue. I
think
I really
John
don't know.
Thuney.
I thought it was John Barrasso as the
One of the
compromise.
Johns.
Probably
Yeah.
Thuney. Do you guys
Some
like
guy
Thuney or
named
no?
John.
No, Thuney's like McConnell.
We're most likely getting a McConnell 2.0. Like out of all the options, probably.
I mean, well, we shouldn't really wish that per se, but
Anything's
saying we're
better than
wishing,
McConnell because McConnell not only is like bad politically, but he's also dysgenic and had that one time where he had a Biden moment and like shat his pants in public.
yeah,
So at least if we have like a 60-year-old in there, no matter who it is, at least they're not gonna have dementia. And so it's an improvement regardless.
At least he had the decency to hang up the cleats finally, but
right.
Yeah.
I would like Rand Paul.
Ryan Fisher says, "Have we determined Trump's VP? I think it may be Brian Donalds." Okay, let me explain to you guys
from
something.
Florida.
Yes, but a lot of people don't understand this. The presidential ticket and the vice president cannot run together unless from the same state, unless they want to forfeit those states' electoral votes. So theoretically, for Ryan, if Brian Donalds were to be the VP nominee and they won the election, Trump would have to give up Florida's electoral votes to have him be his VP. I don't know why it's that way. Maybe one of you guys could explain, but that's how I understand it. And I don't think Trump would want to give up 30 electoral votes from Florida. So
you know what? It'd be kind of cool. It'd be cool as a niche scenario where he picks Byron Donalds, they win the election, or they win it by less than 30, which is basically what Florida has in terms of votes. And then he screws over Byron Donalds. He's like, well, sorry, I guess I have to drop you from the ticket and just pick somebody else. Couldn't that be like a dark horse scenario?
I mean, that could be something that could happen, but would that even be
I don't think
possible?
that's likely.
Would that even be possible? I don't know.
I think it would be someone like Vivek Ramaswamy or Tulsi Gabbard.
I don't think it's gonna be Vivek. I don't think it's gonna be him.
I mean, Trump did say he would be somewhere in the position, but he didn't say where.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be Vivek. I don't know about the VP. I think it might be somebody we don't know who it is. That's what I'm thinking.
If it's gonna be like some random person, I don't think that's gonna like help with like votes. Like they need to be popular, like among like independents and moderates.
Personally, I think that Ben Carson wouldn't be a bad pick. I think Lee Zeldin.
He gives me like Joe Biden vibes though. Like he's kind of like low energy.
That's perfect.
But that's perfect. That's exactly what we would need for a Trump VP ticket.
I mean, yeah, Trump wants someone like who doesn't go above him,
Well, I mean, it's not even just for those reasons. Polls close. Oh, somebody's just spamming polls close. Okay. All right. So let's go. All right. So polls close. I'm going to switch now to the actual results right now. How much of the vote did Mike Pence bring in 2016? I mean, he probably brought a couple of like evangelical voters, maybe. But
Yeah, he brought in. I talked to a lot of people who
he
were
probably
like,
got the neocons to vote for Trump.
voting for Pence. Yeah, those people were out there. It was
a good pick at the time because the alternatives were who? Chris Christie. Who else would it have been? Ted Cruz. That would have been terrible.
Yeah, it was a good pick because he was more of
Probably
like
would have lost.
Biden's already
establishment vote.
by the way.
What?
Biden's projected to win the Vermont primary already.
That's impressive, folks. Look at that. Wow, he might win.
No surprise.
Yeah.
So now
Very-
I'm gonna start sharing my whole screen now, just because now we're gonna be looking at everything. Unless, I mean, I might just have it be here and then I'll hover over the results and I'll have the county. Unless, do you guys think I should just share my whole screen and show like the county map results and like flip through them, or do you guys think I should keep the screen like on the delegate count here?
You
I
can
think
have
general-
the yeah.
What?
General results are fine. I think this is
Keep
fine.
it here. Just keep it here. All right. Watching bus security wake this dude up who won't get up, who clearly sleeping on that fentanyl. What? Okay, yeah, they've already projected Joe Biden to win both Virginia and Vermont already at this
This
point.
chat sometimes confuses me, bro.
Whole screen. Okay, yeah, somebody's like saying, okay, keep the whole screen up. Somebody wants county. You know what? We'll put it to a vote. Now that there's like 1,000 people in here, I want to see. All right, here, let's see. What should I show?
No, Tim Scott's not going to be Trump's VP.
He might though. I think he could.
Oh no, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think so.
I would love Lee Zeldin, but I don't think he's gonna pick him.
That would be my favorite.
Yeah, that's like my number one option. But knowing Trump, I'm not sure. Because he hasn't even mentioned him.
But I think he's doing that on purpose, though.
That would be a shot. That would be a great pick.
That would be a really good pick. I would be very happy if he did. To be honest, I'd be super happy about that.
I don't want Tulsi. People are saying Tulsi. No.
I think
Never
she's
actually-
actually pretty decent.
I think it's a 50-50 thing.
He's never
It's-
actually been a Republican, though. That's
Yeah,
kind
I
of a tough.
think it's
Well,
kind of
that's good because it matches Trump. He was a former Democrat though, just like Tulsi, so they have that in
Yeah,
common.
but Trump
He's-
was
he's
not like a
frustrated.
super liberal Democrat. He was basically a blue dog Democrat.
But was she either though? No, she wasn't.
Tulsi's rerouted on. Well, it's tough for people to trust her because she's changed a lot of her positions, and whether
Right,
it's
yeah.
authentic or not gives people some pause.
Right. It's a
I
lot.
just
She's
don't
been
see the
pro
up-
Trump recently
I
though.
don't see
She's
the
been
upside. I don't see the upside of a pick like that.
Okay. I'm just currently waiting for some votes to come in, like on what should I show, because it's currently kind of close right now.
Someone
Mhm.
says I think Trump's VP should Christy Noem, Lee Zeldin, Tulsi Gabbard, Tim Scott, or
Christy-
Marsha Blackburn.
Stuff come out about her that she cheated on her, like
Not Christy. No, she's got some scandals.
yeah, she recently had some stuff coming out right now. So I don't think, honestly, for the sake of the presidency, I don't think that'd be the best pick for him right now.
I think it's Ben Carson by far is the best one, better than Tim Scott, which would be like the contemporary choice.
right.
I think because
Yeah,
Ben
but-
Carson's liked by everyone for one. 2, he's
Right.
black. 3, he's old enough to not run himself. 4, that just means it locks everything up. So I mean
Yeah.
that's just perfect.
Right. No, yeah, I definitely think it would be interesting. I think it would be good. Kari Lake.
Vivek is like the hardest one because he's probably like the best successor. But are you really going to commit to Vivek right now?
He could help with the
The
youth
answer
vote
is probably
though.
not. Mhm.
Yeah, but like
He's even on TikTok too, so it's gonna
want-
help.
I want Vivek to run for. I want him to run for Ohio Senate this cycle. That's what he should have done. But
yeah, that would have been oh my god, that would have been killer. He would have.
Someone says
he's very
Larry
rhetorically
Elder or Ben Carson.
Ben Carson over Larry Elder.
What about Stefanik?
He would have cooked.
No, Stefanik. No.
It's a
No,
mid
no,
choice.
no. You know what's funny? A lot of people have said, "Oh my God, Stefanik," but I've never wanted her to be the nominee.
That's just a ploy to look, my woman. It's like, all right.
No, I wouldn't want her to. I wouldn't want her. Yeah, okay. The votes, 69 votes are in. It says the screen right now, so it was close, but I'm gonna keep the screen on where it is right now, and if I'll just hover over the results to show like who's ahead, and I'll talk about the counties and stuff like that. Oh my God,
No,
somebody
Not
just said-
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Someone saying
No,
she's
no.
done.
That would be
It's Jover for MTG.
yo Lalo. Look at the chat. Someone said Lalo 304, wifey Stefanik.
Yeah, I could have done that earlier. I don't know what weight she's at right now, but I mean that would determine a lot. There's a really flattering picture of her where Josh Hawley's ogling in the back at one of those State of the Union speeches from like 3 years ago. She's like wearing a red dress. You could look it up even, but
Oh,
anyway,
okay, yep. He's probably
Yeah.
gonna win Virginia. He's up. There's less than 1% of the vote is in, and he's projected to win it by the needle by 22 points.
Whoa.
Oh my
At least
goodness.
she's not even optically gifted, if you know what I mean. So I
yeah,
don't
Christy Noem's way better.
Yeah, she has the whole scandal, but optically,
Yeah, obviously
definitely
she'd
better.
be a lot better, but scandal wise, I don't really think you should pick her. And overall, she's not honestly my favorite pick either.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that.
Also, somebody said that Vivek should have ran for Ohio Senate, but if you guys remember before the race even started, this primary, Vivek had literally no clout at all.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
like
zero.
I went to one of his parties at CPAC last year, and it was literally in a hotel room with like boxed wine. So like at that point,
wait, so
yeah,
you
so
actually met him before?
yeah, this was 2023. He had no clout back then, so
What?
like he couldn't have ran for Senate.
Yeah, yo, what? So you've actually spoken to him like face to face before? That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like this weird Vegeta hairline. I will say that I mean, he's a good guy and all that, but at the end of the day, he just also. Did you guys see the Breakfast Club interview with Vivek and then Nikki Haley went on the same program?
Yes, I did see that. I saw that.
She sucked. She sucked. It was terrible.
She's
But
so
sucks
fake.
overall. I actually have my presidential model. I built a model like with Google Sheets for the presidential election, and I currently have Haley losing like 406 electoral votes to Biden. Like it's like
Wow.
really bad. Yeah,
Could
no,
happen.
she'd get cooked. Biden would actually get 400 electoral votes if Nikki Haley was the nominee.
She has the
But-
most fake
yeah.
South Carolina accent. It's like so bad. I just can't. It's just so annoying. Then she was like,
yeah,
I
but
was
liberals think she has a better chance of winning though. Like legitimately, like Destiny, these sort of liberals, they all say like, oh well, I don't know why the Republicans don't elect Nikki Haley. She'd beat Biden by 17. It's like, dude, are you
okay. Well, Destiny is also pretty low IQ, so
Yeah, but that's like the hegemon of the liberals right there. They actually think Nikki Haley's stronger for some reason.
Yeah. Are you seriously saying? Are you seriously said Noam has no backbone?
no. We said Noam has scandals.
Yeah, she has scandals. That's
Said she
what
was optically gifted.
And electorally, she sucks. Like she didn't really win the governorship in 2018 by a lot, or even Congress before then. So I mean, she's really. I think she basically just coasted on being good looking and being Republican in the Dakotas. That's about it.
Oh, where did bro just left? Where did bro go? Hold on.
Yeah.
See, votes updated again. Hold on. They just said votes updated. Oh, it's just a slightly more votes. Wasn't really anything else. I mean, it got slightly closer, but Trump is still in the needle at like 22. We've maintained over 1,000 concurrent viewers for the past like 20 something minutes, and the stream is already at 20,000 views. This might end up being my most viewed video, believe it or not. My most viewed video.
What's the one? Yeah. What's the current record?
It was a 33K viewed election prediction back when I first started this, like in January.
Yeah.
And
It's crazy how the algorithm works with that.
Yeah, but you know
like
what's
blows up.
all my videos have been like super underperforming. Like all my regular videos have been very underperforming. So
No, I looked at your channel. For a channel your size, that's actually still good. Just
it's still good, but compared to my previous videos, it's underperforming by a lot. Like my thumbnail click rate is the same, but the impression count is not high, which I think I'm getting shadow banned. I mean, I don't know, like, and it's been going on for 2 weeks. I mean, I'm not gonna say
YouTube is very fair. How dare you even say that?
It's fickle. You know, guys, Red Eagle, his first upload ever off of like his mom's MacBook Air in 2019. He got 100,000 views off of it.
I talked about that. He got a bunch of views on that one. I do remember that.
Yeah, he got insanely lucky.
Everybody, yeah, he got very lucky.
Well, there was a lot of digital real estate for election stuff back then.
I also got lucky too, but yeah, a lot of the people who usually start doing it tend to get pretty lucky for the most part. That's usually how it ends up going. So, but guys, please, if you guys, if you wouldn't mind, please hit the subscribe button right now. Please like the stream, subscribe to everybody else that's on here. All their links are in the description below. Join our Discord. Follow me on Twitter. I literally only have like 50 followers on Twitter, so please go follow the Twitter. So
that's a big one.
Yeah, we're gonna continue.
What are the biggest accounts adjacent to Red Eagle on Twitter? Like Real American has a good one, I think.
Yeah, Red Lion has a decent size account.
Yeah.
Oh man, that guy, bro, he's so funny.
Red Lion's hilarious.
Yeah, he's so funny, bro.
He was
the king of-
heartbroken when Tudor lost.
King of L's.
Oh my god, I didn't see him during the midterms, but I could only imagine he was probably tweaking during the midterms, bro.
Yeah, that was horrible. 2022.
Yeah, that was
Michigan.
bad. I remember watching, and he was like, "Oh my god," but no, yeah, for sure. Okay, so 70% watching from Alabama. Hello, Poke. Let's see. So Trump is up. Why are the individual counties not popping up? I guess they didn't implement that this time, which is kind of annoying.
You know, a
'Cause I
freaking account just gets promoted so much on freaking cryptid politics pops up everywhere.
Yeah, Trump's estimated to win 22% of the vote. There's nothing out of Vermont yet, so that we're gonna wait for that. And Vivek and Ron are all on the ballot still on there, and actually, so is everybody else here too. I think is still.
If Trump
on.
wins Vermont, hey, for Haley, it's Jover. I mean, come on.
You have to click the state results. I mean, yeah, I am on the state results. Like I'm currently watching the state results, but they're not. Oh, okay. Oh, no. So they do have them. Okay, I was confused. So Trump right now, obviously you guys can't see the county results. Right now, Trump is Trump is getting the gap closed on him. Loudoun County, he's up by 2. He's up by 50 points in Madison. He's up by almost 60 in Buckingham County. He's up by basically 60 in Brunswick County. He's up by Norfolk. He's up by like 38. He's up in Russell by literally 90. Okay, so he's back. He crashed apparently. So
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Hey, what's up? Beamer guy
Yeah,
says watching from communist Canada. Oh man. So as of right now, Trump is up by, let's see, he's up by only, what would that be, like 16? Yeah, he's only up by 16 right now. So that's okay. Look up. Trump is projected to win Virginia according to Decision Desk. So he won Virginia. So that's good. So that was one of the ones that people were scared he was going to lose, and he still won it. So that's already pretty good. So really, the only one we pretty much have to worry about at this point is pretty much Vermont. And that's basically it.
When are we getting Vermont results?
It says the polls are closed, but no results out of Vermont. Yeah, they're probably counting, but there's nothing out of the state yet. I wonder what New York Times is going to call it, because I just got the notification from Twitter that he already won it. So it's so crazy that we're at this point. I would have thought it would have been like DeSantis and Trump at the end, not Nikki Haley. I would have never thought it would.
Yeah, these results, like the outcome is really like shocking.
Like it, not the results, but I'm just saying, like in general, the fact that it's Nikki and Trump, but not DeSantis and Trump is pretty interesting. Vermont is counting votes. Oh, Trump's expected to win it by 8.8%, according to the Needle on New York Times. And
Vermont?
Yep, and there's one county, and he's up by, yeah, it's literally it's one county right now, but he's projected to win it by 8.8. So
It's Jover. It's Jover for Haley.
Nikki's screwed.
That's good.
That's really good for Trump. If he's up by 8 in the Needle, wow, wow. So he's even
California polls close at 8:00 or 11.
No, they close way later, like way later.
I thought it was 11 Eastern time.
Yeah, at 11 Eastern time, which is like in 7 hours. But I'm gonna.
It's safe for me though.
I might stop streaming by then, to be honest. I'm probably gonna stream until like 9 p.m., possibly like 10 p.m., depending on how this goes, because I have one. So
I might go soon.
What? Wait, 10 what time Eastern or?
I'm gonna be streaming until probably like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern, depending on how things go. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna go for. So
I feel like DeSantis never actually wanted to run.
Yeah,
no, he totally wanted to. No, come on. No, come on, dude. All these politicians are the same. They totally want to be president.
He was forced to drop out.
No, but you could tell that he thinks he's better than Trump, just the way he carries himself. Like he thinks like, oh, who's this like retard? Like, oh, I'm way smarter than him. And then
Trump literally made his career, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. I didn't like the fact he stabbed him in the back. DeSantis fumbled so bad. He could have literally been like the presumptive 2028 nominee, and he had to.
That was the
screw it.
worst campaign I've ever seen run. And it's like I remember arguing with friends I had about even when DeSantis was down by 20, like you should still vote for DeSantis. And I'm like, the fact that his campaign's been so incompetent up to this point is just like that's enough evidence that he can't win in 2024.
No, he would have lost to Biden. My model has him losing 319 to 219. He would have lost everything and lost North Carolina too. So
Now, 538 as an apparatus has like died off somewhat. Now Nate Silver's still a fixture, right? So what does he post on? Is it Twitter?
No, that's wild, bro. Look at the chat, bro.
He has a blog and he has Twitter.
Is a blog and Twitter? Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
But look what Monty said. That's wild.
Oh hell no, bro.
What?
He gives fairly lukewarm neo-lib takes about things.
But that's exactly where you need that's like the source. That's like it's like destiny. You got to figure out what the cope is, what the spin is.
Right.
You know, like with I watched LTE talk about how cinema dropping out is a great thing for Democrats. And
Yeah, I just seen that earlier too.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, is that true? And I'm like, I don't know. Cause, you know,
I mean, it kind of is though.
Yeah. Kari Lake is running in my state, so I'd feel like a big idiot if I waste time working for her and then she loses. You know? Like that empty feeling like, what the hell? Like, what was the point? But
I have Gallego currently winning by 4%.
Damn it, really?
Yeah. I don't.
So you think the ticket splitting is going to be huge between Trump and
I don't know about that. I think if Trump wins the state, I think more than likely she'd have a good chance of winning the state. That's just my opinion. More votes from Vermont. Okay, so there's more votes from Vermont. Yeah, he's projected to win it by 9. So yeah, that's not good at all.
Haley said she wouldn't drop out though. Do you guys think she would drop out after?
No, I think
she's funded, man. She's gonna keep going.
I know it's so annoying though. I wanted to like just get out, you know.
Me too, but yeah, because they could finally just be like, we can now project Trump's the presumptive nominee.
Like she's a distraction at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. We were not worried about cinema. Okay, I think I'm gonna switch to the showing the whole screen. Seems a lot of people are disengaging with me just leaving the screen like this, so I am gonna end up sharing my whole screen.
Oh, North Carolina polls close in 10 minutes.
Okay, perfect. So they close. Oh, really? Oh, that's right, because they close at 7:30. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I completely forgot that they close.
Trump's gonna easily win that.
North Carolina. Oh yeah, he'll definitely win it pretty easily.
Yeah. If he wins South, he's gonna win North definitely.
He's gonna win North Carolina's primary. Like if he's winning Virginia, I mean, the decision desk already projected it. And Vermont, he's projected to win it by 8 points. So Nikki Haley is still in the needle range to win it, but like usually whatever the needle says tends to be what ends up happening for the most part. So 2% of the votes are in Vermont, and he's up by 35. He's more up in Vermont than what he is in Virginia right now. So I don't know.
Is Monty a troll?
Who?
Monty.
Who's
look what is that?
Yeah, that's obviously a troll. That's obviously a troll. That's funny.
Oh yeah, of course. Don't you think? Don't you get to keep your campaign money if you lose? What?
No, you don't.
NF says, how close would California be?
Susie Q said, I voted for Trump in North Carolina. Well, good job for voting. Let's see. I don't know when PA Election HQ is going to come in, but he said he was going to join in like 30-ish minutes or so. So in 30 to 60. So he's probably going to join any minute now.
So my impression with the election thus far is that because Nikki Haley, the hypothesis would be, at least from the people that are anti-Trump, is that if it becomes a 1v1, that all of a sudden Trump's destroyed. And yet it seems like she just stayed where she was at prior to Ron dropping off. Like she gained maybe 5% out of like his carcass politically, but that was about it.
Because all the Ron DeSantis votes went to Trump. They didn't go to Haley.
Right.
And Vivek Ramaswamy helped Trump out too. So
you think it would have helped Vivek had he stayed in longer though? Just to leverage out more.
I don't think no, not really. I think all the Ron DeSantis people would just turn out for Trump either way.
Okay.
Maybe he'll gain a couple points, but that's not gonna really do much.
That's weird. Streamer saying that I'm not streaming the. How far is this behind? Oh, that's why. Okay, I was confused. But yeah. So right now Trump is sitting at 22% victory here. He's sitting at an 8. Oh, now he's at an 8-point win in Vermont. So she theoretically could still win it because the needle has her in the possible range of falling, or has her in the possible range of winning it. And these city areas still need a report. So maybe she could win it, but like right now, Trump's likely range in Virginia, it seems like, well, they already called Virginia on you in Florida, TFM. What is that? What is TFM? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
Does the GOP have a real platform this year?
Does what?
9-7 asked, does the GOP have a real platform this year in the chat?
Okay, so, but there's like freedom cities as a concept, I think. Right? Is that it?
I feel like that is a good concept. NBC News has projected Donald Trump's going to win in Virginia. Okay, so he's already projected to win according to NBC News.
He's up by 27 points now.
Where? He's still up by 16 or 17 on New York Times. Are there more votes?
Oh, I was reading the chat. They meant 17.
Oh, wait, they updated the results on here, but they haven't. Oh, I had to refresh. That was weird. That was weird. I'm surprised they didn't update live. It's kind of interesting. It's now 6%. Wow, he's like killing her in a lot of these. He's up in Loudoun by 2. They haven't reported any more since. So
what do you think will happen if Biden wins in November?
If Biden wins in November, there's going to be a lot of protests. I feel like things are going to get even worse.
But if he wins, I don't think a Republican could ever win ever again. Honestly.
If we can't beat Biden.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie. That would be pretty sad if we don't beat him.
Like, there's no way Trump loses, bro.
Not no way, but like Trump is favored to win right now.
He's up by 5 points nationwide.
Or there's a long ways to go.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go. I feel like once we get to closer to once everybody officially gets their nominations, I feel like it's going to be easier to assess whether or not how good the chances are. And especially once we get closer to the possible quote unquote debates, because I'm predicting that Biden's going to refuse to debate Trump, but that's just my opinion.
He won't debate. Yeah, he's not going to debate. You kidding me?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I've told my parents that and they're like, oh my God, what? And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think he's going to debate.
He'll make up something, my democracy, my insurrection.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's going to say. I'm a debater. Yeah, that's what he's going to say. And then he's just not going to end up.
He doesn't want to catch the Trump virus.
Yeah, that's all it is. He just doesn't want to. Yeah, that's literally all it is. He just doesn't want to catch the smoke from Trump.
Did Youngkin endorse anybody in Virginia?
I have no clue. But
I don't think so.
Apparently, Cenk Uygur is on the ballot in some states on the Democratic primary.
Dude, the Haley Cope is real on Twitter. It's funny.
Is it really bad? I don't have on my other computer. I don't have my account pulled up, but it would be really funny to see. I can't wait to hear about what the political chatter has to say. Oh, CNN just called it for Virginia. But what is a rap laughing about? Oh, is she talking about? Is he talking about? I'm confused. What that was about?
Dude, Haley, you're done. Just get out of here.
Yeah, she needs to. Yeah, she needs to get. This is over. I mean, she's
just making me mad at this point.
She can't even. Yeah, look, Trump just
pissing me off. She's
just gained more in Vermont. Honestly, if she can't even win Virginia and Vermont in the primary, she needs to leave. It's at that point, it's already over. I don't understand how that could even be going again.
I didn't like her before this, but gosh, I mean,
wait. Do you guys think if Ted Cruz replaced Haley, do you guys think he would be doing better than her?
If Ted Cruz replaced Haley,
yeah, no,
he would be doing worse. He's too conservative for Haley voters.
So
Yeah.
it would work the opposite way that you'd think, because you'd think like, well, he's more in line with the base, but in fact, that would just mean that he'd still be subservient to Trump, meanwhile getting none of those neocons in DC.
Right.
He'd
Yeah.
be
It'd
like
be worse of both
DeSantis.
worlds.
He'd be like DeSantis, but performing slightly worse.
So like a DeSantis 2.0, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. I'd say that's true. Why are my results not updating live? It's so weird. I don't know why my New York Times results are not updating live, but Vermont is. Maybe it can only do it for one at a time or something. I don't know how this is broken.
Someone asked if we believed in shenanigans in 2020. What's our take?
Yeah, actually,
I-
I believe one shenanigan.
There were some various shenanigans in some locations. Yes.
Yeah, there were a couple of shenanigans, especially in Arizona.
Yeah, did you guys see the 2022 Arizona where people like couldn't even vote?
Yeah.
No, that's a conspiracy.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy.
I mean, a pipe
Mhm.
burst? Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you're like a normie lefty and you believe the pipe burst story, I'm sorry. I don't know what we can do for you. No, a pipe just burst. It just burst. Okay, really? On election night? Come on now.
Oh, Virginia just went to Trump. They just called it.
Oh, they called it on New York Times. Finally, I mean, I
Yep.
haven't got it yet, but okay, yep, there it is. All right, so he's projecting. He's projected winning by 31
You guys
points.
think LTE is gonna come out with another video saying Trump underperformed on Super Tuesday?
Yo, could
That'll
you
be funny. Like,
oh, now Trump's on the needle at 6.1 in Vermont. Okay, maybe he
Dude.
could lose Vermont.
Trump could win the election in 2024, and LTE will be like, Trump underperformed in the election.
it's actually funny because he has Trump winning right now.
He does, but you know what's funny? He has him winning, but then he has Trump.
No, it's like
winning.
his predictions are right leaning, but what he says is left leaning.
Yeah, but what's
It's like,
well, no,
like
but the funny
opposite.
part is that he has Trump up barely with Arizona, with Georgia, and Wisconsin. But then in his model that he released on Twitter the next day, he has Biden winning 281 to 257 because
How?
obviously- I don't know.
I think he's playing both sides because if he goes too to the right, his audience is all liberals, right? So,
right. That's the problem. Yeah,
I think he's forced to do that so he doesn't lose subscribers.
that could be the case, but I'm not.
That's happens when you're not authentic and you're just trying to pander.
Right, that's really all it is, to be honest. Yeah, no, he definitely, he's screwed. Yeah, because some of his
He's bought and
Everyone
paid for
knows
it.
like left wing audiences are plus 10 more soy. Like they can't take the truth basically ever. So it's like, we're used to it over here on the conservative side, like kind of being real about elections and stuff. But like if you're on the left and you're just like inherently soy, it's just very hard to handle the truth.
right. Oh my God, Trump plus 35 in Virginia is what the needle is saying. Oh my goodness, bro, that is actually insane.
That's a massive
What was the?
L.
Do you know what the
That's-
projection was before today?
It was they had the needle at plus 22 Trump, but the polling only had Trump up by 8. So that's a massive overperformance. Now they can't be like, oh well, Trump's actually underperforming the primary polls. They can't say that for this one.
What if he overperforms at the general election polls? He'll be winning like in the landslide because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
already up big. So
Yeah, if he
just add to that.
The coping will be insane if that happened.
Yeah, if he outperformed those, it's gonna be bad.
That would be ugly.
Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah, people would be very upset about that.
They would be saying there was shenanigans if that happened.
Oh yeah, for sure. People would be like, "Oh my god!" I'm like,
Watch the left claim voter fraud
Well, they've done it before, but
in
you know,
2016 to Russia.
yeah,
Remember?
In
but
2000 and
apparently, when somebody else does it, it's a problem. Like I don't understand how that works. Okay, North Carolina polls just closed, so I'm actually gonna pull up North Carolina as well. So I'm gonna refresh. Yep. Okay. Where's North Carolina? Polls close at 7:30. Damn, where's it? I'm trying to. Oh, these are only popular races only. Okay.
Wait, are you
Biden-
able to check the
Okay,
Senate race?
Biden is getting decent turnout in Virginia. It seems like decent, and then okay. Virginia, 18% of the vote is in. He's at 68,000 votes. What did he get in 2020? If somebody can pull that up, how many total votes did he get that election? Joseph. Okay, he's at 3% of the vote in Vermont. He's at 1,000 votes. Oh, Donald Trump has won in the North Carolina primary, according to
Well.
decision. He already won it.
Hmm.
Apparently, Bro's already got it.
We didn't even get the votes in yet.
Let me pull it up. I know there's no votes, but apparently Decision Desk already called it, so that's pretty interesting.
Someone says Russia did interview
my
in
God.
2016.
Yeah, you're a normie if you believe the narrative about Russia. You don't understand what's going on and how
Yeah,
geopolitics works.
that's-
If you
that's-
think that's what happened.
No, that did not happen. Okay, now that Neil has it at Trump plus 28 Virginia, but that's still a massive outperformance from the polling. Okay, yeah, guys, red alarm sounding on Vermont. Trump may possibly lose it, but it's still early. It depends, but yep, according to the this is another major swing state primary, so I want to see how many votes Biden gets compared to Trump's vote share here.
Are you able to see the Senate primaries?
None. Oh yeah, look, see, you have the governor. Also, look, Mark Robinson is here as well, lieutenant, Republican.
I want to see California Senate primary.
Well, that's gonna be in a while from now, and I probably won't even be streaming at that time. I'm gonna have to go at that point. I'm probably leaving at around 9:30, possibly. It depends. I'm not sure. It depends on like where we're at. I'll probably be up till there. But for the most part, Trump's starting off pretty good. Wow, a lot of people turned out in Virginia. Whoa. He's at 111,000 votes in Virginia right now. It's a very big vote share. He's up by quite a bit there. Yep, NBC News just projected. Okay, so Biden had 5,000 votes in the state in 2020, and right now he's currently sitting at oh god, my roommates. 20% of the vote is in, and he's currently that is not good then. Oh wow, that's like really bad for him. If he got 700,000 in 2020, and now 20% of the vote is in, and he's only at 75,000, that's
Super
not good.
Tuesday was competitive last cycle. Remember, you had Bloomberg, you had
Yeah,
Bernie,
but
so
the
there's gonna be higher
problem
turnout.
yes, I understand that, but the problem is that Trump outperformed most of his primary like numbers, even when it was not.
I think he might get like.
Well, look, they projected Mark Robinson has won the NBC News has projected Mark Robinson has won the Republican primary there, so he probably won it big too if they already projected it. Wow.
For Mark Robinson. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's
He's going to do good in the actual election.
Yeah, I think he's going to do good in the general. I'm just kind of surprised that they already called it. Ah, that's very interesting. Okay, Vermont just dumped a tiny bit of votes. Virginia's at 24%, and he's up by quite a bit in the state. I mean, he completely destroyed her here, and he's expected to win it by 29. And right now, yeah, no, it's over. Oh, Trump's margin in Vermont keeps going down.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like Vermont. Who cares?
I mean, yeah, but it would be nice for him to win every single state tonight. It would be kind of nice, but if he doesn't, he doesn't. Vermont is a winner take all or no?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll find out today.
Maybe.
Oh my god, but my roommates are tweaking, bro.
So let's look at how far we've gotten. Okay, we have 90 minutes in the stream. What are Trump's what is his upside thus far according to the panel? Because it seems like the results have been pretty promising up until this point. Do we agree?
Yeah, this is very good signs for the general
This is
election.
Yeah, this is good. If Trump was like barely winning Virginia, that would have been alarming. But he's doing what he should.
Ryan Fisher's asking, any states allow liberals to vote?
Well, if it's open primary, they can
yeah,
cross
there's
it.
a couple of open primaries, but
Wait, which states are open primaries?
I think Virginia is open, right?
wait, what? Are you serious? It was open and she couldn't.
Wait, Vermont?
There's
No.
no.
Oh,
Wait,
Yeah,
Vermont or
Virginia and
Virginia?
Vermont are.
And she couldn't even win in a. Oh, wow, that's
She couldn't
crazy.
even win in Virginia. Bro. Oh my god. Oh yeah, she might take the lead in Vermont now. Trump is only projected to win it by 1.6 according to the needle now. So she's probably either gonna win it or take the lead there. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, a
Bro,
bunch
if she
of,
doesn't win it by like more than 3 points, she underperformed.
yeah, that is true. That might be the closest.
Texas
race.
is also open.
It is.
Apparently.
I mean, he'll probably still win it though.
He's gonna win anything. I don't care.
The polls look pretty good for him there, but I think he is going to win it. Most of the states end up closing at, like, a lot of states close at 8 p.m. So we'll have a lot more results by then. And then Utah closes at 10 p.m. But I think I'm probably going to end the stream. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be around.
All right, let me see if there's any 9:30 p.m. poll closings. I don't think there is any. So I think at that point, I'll probably end the stream closer to 10, possibly by then. Okay, North Carolina. Yeah, okay. North Carolina just reported their first votes, and he's up by it's like literally a few votes, and he's barely up. So
Who's
It's like-
better, Kristi Noem or Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
Not Sarah Huckabee.
Yeah, Sarah Huckabee. I mean,
Just
overall,
optics.
yeah,
Yeah.
just phonogenically. Maybe over radio she might be better. We'll have to look into that.
Only 1% is in.
Right, yeah, only 1% there for sure, at least for now.
Oh, Haley's winning in Vermont. Could you refresh? Yeah, she's now ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, she's ahead. I mean, I kind of expected that, to be honest. I'm not
That
super
one's going to be
surprised.
close. I think Virginia was the more important one, and he's crushing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and she's up by a lot now. Now she's up by 10. So yeah,
How many
she's up,
delegates are up for grab?
up by a lot, but Trump is still 0.7 on the needle. Oh my god. What happened?
Someone says how many delegates are up for grabs?
Oh, why is Trump only leading by 3 in North Carolina?
That's
they-
scary.
They already projected it, so it's okay, but that's kind of weird. We're still
It's
waiting.
only less than 1% in North Carolina. People just need to chill.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. It's true. Nikki Haley is taking the lead in Vermont. Yep. Yeah, she just took the lead like right now. Let's see something. I'm currently okay. Virginia. Damn, I think it doesn't. I don't think it works when. Okay, Trump is supposedly up by. He's gonna win it by 30. Now the needle has Haley at 0.4%, but a lot of rural counties haven't reported yet, so he'll probably go back up. But that one definitely might be competitive. That's gonna be a closer one for sure.
Yeah, make sure to like the stream up, guys.
Let's see. So Trump is obviously delegate count is still low. How many delegates did he get out of Virginia?
North Carolina is not going for Biden.
Oh, they haven't allocated any delegates yet. So I think that's Trump's actual. Oh well, wait. Is Virginia winner take all?
I think.
Oh, so then yeah, that's why they already gave it to him already. Okay, then that's why. All right. Oh yeah, and either way, if Haley were to win it, it's only 17 delegates, so it's not a big deal either. So, wow, Trump is projected to win North Carolina by 53% according to the needle. Oh my God, Jesus! Wow, whoa, that's a really big margin.
Like who's a North Carolina Haley voter? Like
That's a good point.
I mean, yeah, but that's a pretty good margin for him in North Carolina. That's really good. Interesting.
DeSantis has 1%.
Oh, in North Carolina, he's at 74 votes.
Someone says, I predict in November, New Mexico flips to Donald Trump. That's not happening.
Unless
I
Trump's
think
up,
Biden wins it by like 7 points.
that would have to be like Biden literally craps himself on the debate stage and Trump wins by like 10 nationally. Then you could get that.
Really? I think it would take a little bit less than that.
Or Kamala Harris replaces him.
And craps her pants on the stage. Then
Do you guys think there's going to be presidential debates this year?
No.
no.
Maybe.
I think Biden's going to
Trump publicly
refuse.
said he would debate Biden, but Biden has not said that yet.
Biden's going to refuse to debate him. He's going to say, "Oh, he's an insurrectionist, and we can't debate that for the sake of the democracy. We're not going to debate him for insurrectionist." Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Do you guys think
Yeah,
we'll have
no,
What?
Do you guys think we can possibly see a recession under Biden?
We're already there, bro.
We already are, but I mean, I understand what he's
I mean, no, like worse than this, like, like
like a 2008.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly.
It could get worse. There's a lot of between the banking and housing bubbles. It's possible.
It is possible, yeah.
But it
I mean,
could be
DeSantis
actually,
left out in January.
yeah. It could
Guys,
actually end up being on purpose, though, to scare people. So a number of things the World Economic Forum's talked about is knocking out the internet for a week. So they've ran tests about this. So you could see internet and banking go down before the
What?
2024 election on purpose.
For a week?
What?
Yep.
What? When would that happen?
They would do that before the election.
Oh, like during election day?
Well, guys, a couple weeks ago, phone service went out across the U.S. on 3 different carriers, right?
Right.
So that's a test that they ran. And so I could definitely see that. It's not conspiracy. Go on World Economic Forum's website. They're talking about how a cyber attack is imminent in 2024. They're talking about that. And so they actually ran tests.
Didn't
where
like Meta crash today?
They ran tests where they crashed the internet and phone services and banking. They've already done this. So it's not conspiracy.
That would kind of suck if they did that on election day. So
I wouldn't. They're definitely scared of Trump. So I could definitely see them doing that.
that would be interesting because then, oh, you know what? That's really dangerous because then what happens is no one can see the results being reported, and they can go through with their shenanigans. That would be their way of doing it this year because there's
AT&T went down, right?
AT&T, Verizon, all their phone services. It was a couple weeks ago. They went down.
Yeah, there could be a possibility of something like that happening where the internet goes down and then they just
Similar to like 3 a.m.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even talking on election day. I'm talking before they could do this to scare people or to cancel the election. So if banking went down for a week, for example, they would actually
can't cancel an election.
Well, I mean, that's what we think now. We didn't think that they could shut down the nation due to a cold, and they did that.
I mean,
that's kind of different though.
I don't know.
I mean, did anyone anticipate before 2020 that they could shut down the world? I mean, basically everything got shut down because of a cold, a virus. No one anticipated that.
No, I didn't think that would ever happen either.
These aren't conspiracy, guys. Go to the World Economic Forum website. They talk about these things. These things exist.
Wow, that's pretty scary. So as of right now, Trump is at there's 28% of the votes counted, and he's at 144,000 votes, and he's currently leading by 30 points.
When does PA election HQ come on?
I have no clue. He said he was going to join. Let's see. At 6:41, he said he was going to join in 30 to 60 minutes. So it's already been an hour. So
We'll see.
yeah.
Now, a lot of people are going to say that the election result is dictated by the economy, and that's a good point. And I think that furthermore, I think it's only going to get slightly worse. Will there be a recession? Probably not. But I mean, the thing is that even if the inflation is going down as a percentage, it's still up overall. So just because you're balding at a less frequent rate than you are back then, I mean, you're still with less hair regardless. And so, even if the inflation is like 3% by election month, that's still double what it was under Trump, just on a month per month basis.
Right.
But also
right.
is up like 18% since 2020.
Well, and gas prices have kind of stabilized, but if they go back up, that could also be doom for Biden.
Well, they are going back up already. Some gas prices are going. At least for me, gas has gone back up, and I even noticed like a couple of weeks before, even the news started saying it was going up. I had seen it go up a little bit, and I was like, that's kind of weird. It's going
Trump
up.
is catching up in Vermont.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the vote dump. But he caught up by like a point. He's he still needs. I mean, it's close, but he still needs more than that.
How much do you think if Haley could win it? How much do you think the margin would be?
I think she maybe win. I don't think she'd win it by over 10. I'd be surprised if she wins it by over 10. Maybe under 10, to be honest. So
There's just not enough results in Vermont to
yeah,
really know
that's-
right now.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, someone's saying California gas went up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still expensive here.
Yeah, I've heard that it went up.
It's like $6 to $7.
Wow.
What's the most it ever gone up in your states?
It's been $5 before.
Yeah, 4 something maybe in Arizona. It was really egregious, like around the midterm or like right before, and then like as of the last several months, it's been okay enough for it to not be a sticking point, So I don't think that'll be the issue.
Yeah, it was worse before.
Yeah, I don't think the gas prices will be an issue in 24. It's going to be more so just inflation in the housing market.
Yeah, I think
And,
housing's a big one, especially for millennials and Zoomers who.
Yeah, that's
can't
what's
even
gonna.
afford
I've said this a while ago. Oh, look! Wow, the needle has the race at even. Oh my god!
It's a toss up.
Wow, that's incredible. They have it at even, and right now Nikki's ahead by 2, so she's catching up. And now reporters say our estimates show a very close race between Trump and Haley in Vermont. Okay, I mean that's pretty self-evident. As of right now, I mean almost 10% of the votes in, and so
yeah.
I think it ties back into how the polls are showing boomers are voting for Biden, and it's because I think that housing issue it doesn't matter to boomers because
Right.
they're making a ton of money off the housing market. But if you're an average Zoomer and you need to drop $600,000 on a house,
yeah,
or rent is $2,500, it's like that's going to be a really important issue.
but yeah, it is. It is going to be.
It doesn't affect boomers as much as others.
No,
Right.
and selling land and housing and apartments to BlackRock and these organizations isn't helping these things.
Right.
I will say nobody brings this up, and I just thought about it now. But the whole like LGBT stuff has fallen out of like the discussion for the most part. I don't even know if that's a good thing, but I mean, I just don't see it. I feel like it got so far with the transgender kids that the Democrats just gave up on pushing it more, given how they're losing everything, and so the Republicans kind of let go of the issue because the Democrats aren't pressing it in your face as much anymore. And so maybe the Republicans could exploit that going forward and then bring the issue back up along with everything else.
Right, and then they could carry the momentum when they bring it up, because I feel like usually whoever brings it up first tends to be the one who ends up like outperforming, or not outperforming, but they hold the advantage on the issue. So I do think that could be true. Oh, look, Trump is just taking the lead in Vermont. He already took the lead back. So
But you're noticing they're not running on defunding the police this cycle.
Mm-hmm.
no,
That went away real quick.
yeah, that went away real fast. I
think
Yeah, I knew
I think
that
the
wouldn't last
Democrats
long.
only have 2 valid points in this election. One of them is going to be abortion because that is something that polls well for them. And then the other thing that's on their side is going to be like the election, like Trump complaining about
Democracy.
it. Yeah, the insurrection or whatever.
People don't even really care about that, though. I mean, the Democrat base.
The one thing I would say is that there is more people who care about that than you think there are.
Polls actually show that if Trump gets convicted, it would be worse for him.
Well, he still either ties Biden or leads by like a couple of
Yeah.
points, or he's down by like a point or two, which he could still very well win, given
The thing is,
circumstances.
Trump's stance on abortion is basically 16 weeks, which people agree with, and that polls well. I mean, I'm for banning abortion, at conception or whatever, but you have to understand that everyone else is not here; they're not there yet. So, running on 16 weeks is just strategic.
Do you guys think what's happening with Gaza would be like important?
No.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Like
With what's happening with Israel and Gaza, that would be like relevant or no?
Maybe in some areas, but there's just such a small amount of like
Biden's handling.
Yeah, well, I think that he hasn't made anyone happy. I mean, he's tried to take this middle ground, and I don't think anyone likes what
Do you think that like sending aid would make it better?
Would sending aid make it better?
Yeah, because he already has sent aid.
make the situation better?
Yeah, like his handling.
Well, the Israel-Palestine conflict's a controlled conflict, so it's not that like Israel's fighting for their lives and Hamas is fighting for their lives. It's actually a conflict that's been going on for 50 or 60 years. And it actually benefits Israel to be attacked by Hamas because they continue to receive funding. So it's going to be a controlled conflict for a while because both sides actually benefit from it. So you're not going to see a resolution.
Yeah, Biden only wins if he ends it. Like if he somehow were to get the PR of him personally getting a ceasefire, that would actually help a lot, but that's not going to happen. That's the only way he wins.
That got some peace in the region was Trump.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't play by the neoliberal neocon interventionist playbook.
Right.
So what are your guys' theories for how Biden can win? Like the most realistic scenario where, like, if you were in charge of his decisions going forward, how would he win?
If Alan Lichtman predicts it, whatever Alan Lichtman says, I'm just gonna follow it.
No, don't, because he's been wrong once before. And usually when he does it, especially if the elections are very, very close, there is a little bit of an error gap between his estimates. There tends to be like a 0 vote to 20,000 vote error in his model because he predicted Al Gore was going to win and he lost by basically 500 votes because if he won Florida, he would have won. And even though the model had him winning, he still lost Florida by 500 and George W. Bush won. So theoretically, there is a very, very small room for error. So just in case if the election is within 20,000 votes, I mean, he could be wrong, but it depends. And this is also the first time we've had a general election matchup in a while, like where it's a rematch and things like that. And yes, theoretically, he's gotten the rematch in 1956, because apparently his model retrospectively works all the way back up to Abraham Lincoln, which I don't know how that works. But
what was the first election he ever predicted?
I think he did 84 first, and he got that right, and he basically got everything right except 2000. And then he was like, "Oh, I actually predicted the popular vote." So he tried to LARP his thing there, like as being accurate, even though he did get it wrong. So he's been wrong once. So it's not impossible for him to be wrong.
The only way for Biden to win at this point is to have some sort of controlled crisis, I think, where he could either, a 2020-esque like event would be the only way I think he could win at this point.
Yeah, that's the only way. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I think that's the only way he'd possibly be able to win. And I think if he were to win, his map would basically just be 271 to 267. He'd basically get the he'd pretty much would end up getting the Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
Someone says refresh Vermont.
Yeah, refresh
Vermont. Okay. So now Trump is up in the needle by 1.9. According to the needle, he's up by 1.9. In Virginia, what is he at? He's at 37% of the vote. In North Carolina, 2% of the votes in, and he's up by 40. And now, so that completely changed.
Yeah, Trump is definitely cooking Nikki in North Carolina.
Yeah, he's cooking her there. He might even be able to cook her in Vermont. So that's going to be interesting for sure.
Someone says, everything considered, I think Kristi Noem and Tim Scott are the two best choices for VP.
Noem is scandal-ridden, and Scott is...
I think Noem's the worst.
No, I don't want Noem to be the nominee at all.
Scott is like, I don't know. He's just very milquetoast.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't help with my black vote. Like, that would matter. I don't think...
I feel like, funny enough, I think Ben Carson would be better for that. If
he would. He 100% would, because Tim Scott... he comes off like one of those characters in Get Out where he looks uncomfortable just existing. And at least Ben Carson is cozy and like silent. And it's the melatonin Riz works. He's like a comforter.
What?
It's real.
Funny. I don't have anything against Tim Scott, but he's just not the most charismatic individual to walk the planet.
No, he's terrible. He looks like the Buckeyes mascot. I mean, have you seen that?
Yeah, I think Vivek would be the best.
Yeah.
Or even Tulsi.
What about for a Democrat VP nominee? Who would be the best for the election?
Like this election?
Like you're saying, replace Kamala?
Yeah.
Michelle Obama. No, I'm just kidding.
I think it'd have to be a very wild pick for them to actually be able to pull that off.
Like a
Gavin
Sarah Palin.
Newsom. What about Gavin
Mm.
Newsom?
That would make it worse.
Nah, it'd be
Andrew
worse.
Cuomo in 2020 was
Oh,
pretty
Gretchen
popular.
Whitmer.
All right, guys.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, Gretchen Whitmer. would be good.
PA Election HQ is officially
PA.
on stream. PA is here, guys. So you can
Nah,
you should be able to speak now. Oh, okay. I guess he hasn't unmuted himself yet, but he is now here, guys. If you guys want to subscribe to his channel, please go down in the description. I have linked it.
And wait, how many subs does he have right now?
He's currently, I think, approaching 60,000.
Wow.
Yeah, he's almost at 60.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. PA. Hello.
Is the mic good or?
That's
It's-
all right.
It's a little off right now. It's a little muffled.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
muffled.
Yeah, I can change that. Give me a second.
All right, no worries.
Wait, is the fairest Maiden a Democrat?
What happened?
Is Maiden a Democrat?
Who was a Democrat?
The person in the chat, the fairest Maiden.
Paris Maiden. It's probably a troll or something. I mean, maybe. But I think it's a troll, probably, for the most part.
Yeah, definitely. All right, that was awesome, guys. I gotta head out, but good luck on the rest of the stream.
Okay.
Where's retaking? Have a good day.
Have a
Yeah.
good day.
All right.
Bye.
On point politics. Do you think the only state Nikki Haley wins is New Hampshire? Okay, Vermont. I mean, possibly, but she may not even win Vermont anymore, to be honest.
Other than Super Tuesday, do you see her winning any other state, like any other besides like what there is today?
I don't know. I don't
Like-
I don't think so. Polls are about to close in a lot of states. Alabama, Tennessee, not Arkansas.
Oh, he's not a troll.
Texas is about to close. Massachusetts, Maine's about to close. So there's a lot of states that are about to close right now. A bunch of states are about to close. So we will be getting a decent amount of results in the next couple of minutes. So I think PA is still setting up his mic right now because he went to go change his mic really quick. So I will probably, I more than likely will be here till like about 9:30-ish. So
It's fine, Maiden.
yeah, somebody says, I can't wait to see Maine's results. Huh. Interesting. Why is that? Whoever that said that, why are you particularly excited to see Maine's results?
Who?
Somebody in the chat says they're excited to see Maine's results. YouTube channel I made because I'm bored said that.
Oh, it might be close.
I mean, it could, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be close. Maine has really high turnout. Oh,
There's a
it
lot
does.
of, like,
Oh,
is it an open primary? No,
yeah. Can you somebody in the chat say if it's open primary or not?
because if it's open, then that'll just help Nikki.
I also made a bet on Maine, probably.
Can you guys hear
yeah.
me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can
I-
hear you.
Okay.
Wait. Speaking of which, what about Predicted? Is that still up as a website?
Yeah. With like the
Because
betting
I mean,
markets?
I think there's a lot of free money to be had because if you can get like 80 cents on the dollar for betting Trump on the states, then I don't see why more people aren't doing it.
Well, you know what's funny is that I've tried making an account on there and it just does not work. Like every time I try
Really?
to sign up, it's unable to verify identity. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, what's important about that is that in 2021, when I was like 18, I made an account just on a whim, and there was a county in New Jersey. I don't know if it was Camden, but basically there was a New Jersey Republican candidate who was gonna lose, but they had him losing by like 30, and he only lost by like 10. And so what I did is that there was a county that said he will lose it by less than 10, and so I knew he was gonna do better than that, and so I put in $20 and I made $100. Because like nobody had reported on that county, but it was just common sense. And so I just remembered that existed. So I mean,
Wow.
there's a bounty there.
No, but yeah, but do you have to be older than 21 to sign up? Is that why?
No, I did it when I was 18. So
Oh, that's weird. Then I don't know why that worked. But hey, guys, this is PA Election HQ. He also does political content as well. So I've also linked his channel in the description down below if you guys want to subscribe. You probably might know who he is because he's almost at 60,000. Or did you already hit 60,000?
I think it's at 59.
It's at 59. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. I've always wanted to ask you this because it's like the first time we talk like face to face, not face to face, but like at least voice to voice. But
Uh-huh.
I have noticed that a while back you did have Biden up quite a bit on Trump. You had Biden winning all the states he won in 2020 and North Carolina, and then now you completely have it backwards with Trump winning 313. So can you like go over the process why over time you just thought like, okay, Biden is going to be really down? Like I just want you to break that down because usually, like for example, let's talk elections. He still has Trump barely beating Biden or something like that, and he's pretty left leaning for the most part. So I want to really know what your background on like that process was going from 319 Biden to 213 Biden.
I mean, like, he was definitely doing a lot better last year, and then a lot worse starting in like November-ish. So, but like we'll see, because Trump is doing a lot better now than he's been in like a pretty long time. So we'll see
That
if
is
it changes, but
right. That I mean, that is definitely true. I will say that is true for sure. But I think for the most part, no, I agree with you. Biden was in a better position last year, to be honest. I only had Trump barely beating Biden. Like I had Trump winning with Nevada, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania with like two.
Actually, had Biden winning.
Last year, I had Trump winning 270 to 260.
I had Biden barely winning because of Arizona.
What did you have last year, Lalo?
For who winning?
For like Trump and Biden, like what did you have it at last year?
I had Trump winning the entire time without fail, no matter what, at all times.
Oh, because you're like thinking like retrospectively, like ahead.
What do you mean? No, I'm just saying like ever since 2020 ended, I thought Trump was gonna win in 24 regardless. So that was just my impression.
Right, but like I've always technically had it at 2, but like what do you think about like the margin per se? Like what did you the Electoral College at? Okay, so they called North Carolina for Trump and he got all the delegates. So he's at 288 now in the delegate count.
Wait, is it true that Christie's actually winning Oklahoma right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, Christie's ahead right now. He's ahead. There's no way.
Wild.
Wait. There's no way. He's up by 3 points. Wait. Are you serious?
Bro, that came out of nowhere.
No way, guys. Go to Oklahoma. Guys, he's out 2,000 votes and he's winning every county right now. That has to be a tabulation error.
Nah, this is fraudulent.
No, this has to be a tabulation error. There's no way. Trump is projected to win the main primary.
Nice.
He got the main primary. Wait, no, this has to be a tabulation error. There's no way because every single county has. Oh no, this is. Oh yeah, it's a tabulation error because every county is 24 votes for.
Bro, imagine like someone like RFK on election day is actually leading in a state. That'd
be crazy if that were actually happening. PA, is that one of the reasons why you have like Trump winning right now? Is because of the fact that RFK might get like a high vote share, or?
I think he won't get that many. Like definitely a lot less than right now, but he'll definitely take more from Biden though.
Right, yeah, for sure. I think okay. So in Texas, Trump is up by 55 points. Maine, he's up by. There's literally 8 votes in, but he's up by almost 90. Or 80, and in Vermont he's up by 5. Tennessee he's up by a lot. Yeah, but he's projected decision election HQ already said that he's winning it. Oklahoma's weird. They definitely had a tabulation error for sure. They for sure had a tabulation error. But right now Trump is basically sweeping all of the primaries. And Trump is now ahead in Vermont. So it seems like Trump is steaming past the nomination as of this point, pretty much. I mean, we've always kind of assumed that he was. And what did anybody ever think that like DeSantis was going to beat Trump in the primary at some point? Get competitive.
I thought it was going to be very close though, but no.
I thought it was going to be close, but not like competitive.
Because at first the polls actually had it within like 10 points.
Well, a lot of the polls had DeSantis up by like a lot in some states. They had DeSantis up by like 16 in Texas.
But that was before the indictments, though. The indictments helped Trump.
Right, of course,
the Mar-a-Lago raid. That was it.
Well, I mean, but even
that was like the final blow for DeSantis.
Not really.
That was the.
I got him on the
start of his-
back foot. That was several months ago. Yeah.
Right, yeah. I mean, I got him.
That was
on
the
the
start
back.
of his downfall, basically.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, there's definitely some sort of tabulation error in Oklahoma because
I wonder if he stays in the lead for quite a while, but
no, it's a tabulation error. Every single county had him at 24 votes, Nikki at 21, and Trump at 18. It's a tabulation error. There's no way this is the actual vote count. There's no way everybody has the exact same amount of votes in every county. That doesn't make sense.
when do you think they'll fix it though?
I mean, at some point now, it's only 2% of the votes in, so they are going to fix it. Vivek is currently sitting at 400 votes. DeSantis is at 8%. David Stuckenberg is at 13. It's obviously a polling error. It's a tabulation error for sure.
Yeah.
And they have Donald Trump up by 48 in the needle to win. So
Yeah, that makes no sense.
yeah, that's what it is.
That's crazy.
I know that it's so weird that they had that, 'cause that's a pretty bad tabulation error because it's like every county has Christie up right now.
That's like the worst I've seen.
Yeah, that's like a really bad tabulation error. And it says a last update at 8:07 p.m. and it's still see, look, I told you it was a tabulation error.
There we go.
They got rid of all the votes. So
They fixed it.
that was hilarious.
Ryan
Okay.
Fisher said Chris Christie promised Oklahoma free barbecue.
Let's go to Texas. I want to see really quick.
Yeah, it's fixed now.
Yeah, he's projected to win it by 50, and right now he's really killing her right now. Wow, he's killing her. I can't hover over counties.
You know, I was surprised when DeSantis actually announced. Because I thought he was loyal to Trump.
We recorded the same votes in Oklahoma.
Wait, what?
Oh no, never mind. It went away. That was weird. I guess when you have multiple like election tabs open, it like kind of glitches out or something. I knew that somebody in the chat said I knew DeSantis never had a chance because the MAGA base was never gonna budge, even after DeSantis won by 20 and everyone was glazing him hard. Yeah, I thought so too.
You know what's crazy? I think the only reason why he decided to run was because he won by a great margin, like greater than he expected. Because if he wasn't going to win by 20, I think he wouldn't have ran. Ran.
If he won by like 10, he wouldn't have ran probably.
I think that's what kind of convinced him.
Yeah, the only reason why he ran is because he won by so much. I don't think that I'm refreshing my Twitter feed right now, and my computer is actually okay, there it goes. All right. I gotta refresh my screen because I guess
I'm gonna head out soon.
okay, that's fine. We'll still be here if you want to keep watching, but I'll definitely be streaming for like a little bit more. Probably until like 9:30 ish.
Are you gonna stay for California?
No, I am not staying for California. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. On election day, though, I will be streaming for 12 hours. So who is
Holy-
12 hours?
who is Jimmy and Button? Somebody
Who?
did one of you guys give the invite link to somebody? Because it says
Nope.
Jimmy and Button are in the they probably saw the link to
Oh, it's on the top of your
on the
screen.
top. That's probably what it was. It's fine. It's not a big deal. We'll just kick them.
I mean, do you ever have plans of actually like having your fans come on or no?
I mean, well, technically, I've done it on like smaller streams, but I mean,
We have plans of what?
Yeah, it's
like
fine.
of having like people
Like
oh,
your
like-
audience, like his audience, like come on the live.
Well, who else does call-in streams like in this sector? I think Redigo's done it, but like sparingly.
ready go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen Redigo done it.
he
Yeah.
does it here and there, but like usually what I do is like everybody joins the VC on Discord, and then I'll just have everybody talk at once. Like I don't do like call-ins. I mean, maybe on election day I'll probably do call-ins, and on election day I really want to do a stream where like I do it with all of you guys, and maybe like Red Eagle and a Real American at some point. We can all get together and do something on election day. That would be pretty cool. If we
You know what
could
I
all-
would do? I would get like a Democrat and a Republican from my audience, and they would just like debate on a video.
That'd be funny.
Like I'm gonna have that happen. Like I want to,
That'd be cool.
but I just need like find someone from my comment section or something,
I don't know if it should be from a comment section, but
or like anybody who wants like they have to fill out a form, you know.
Right. They already called Tennessee, Alabama, It's less than 1% in, but they'll probably call it soon. Texas, he's got a lot of wow, it's 9% and he's already at 161,000 votes. That means he's gonna get a lot there.
Okay, I'm gonna head out, guys. See ya.
All right, no worries.
All right.
All right, have a good night.
You're gonna stream for 13 hours in
Yep.
November.
Yep, I'm gonna stream for like 12 hours. Yep.
It's like a lot longer than you think. I streamed for like 9 and I streamed for like probably one of the longest, and like it feels like it's really long.
Nah, but I'll be fine. Trust me. I'm gonna be watching the results like the entire day, so it does not matter. It would basically be for 2020. I watched the results for literally the entire night until 4 a.m. So
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same thing, but with a camera on my mic. Like it's not a camera on my mic, but like a mic in the room with me. It's the only difference. So it's not a really big deal. Maine is reporting more. Okay, so let me refresh. No, the Maine did not, in fact, report more, unless they're looking at another streaming service. Then I guess, yeah, bro. What? Somebody just said Lester. Somebody just said, On Point must be cute in real life. Who? But yeah, he's up by a lot. I mean, we all expected this, but Haley, I just don't understand. Like, it's just all the donor money per se. That's really all it is.
And they're lighting it on fire on the off chance that Trump dies or something. Is that it?
I mean, it's more so I guess it's more it's more the whole like indictment thing. I think that's what they're really trying to get at there. I think that's what they really want to happen. Trump might get 1 million votes in the Texas primary. It's 15% of the vote, and he's at 252,000 votes. That's a lot. He might get up 1 million votes there in the primary. That'd be crazy if he does. Oh, look, they fixed the count in Oklahoma. Yeah, I figured.
So what's it at now?
He's at Trump. He's at 52 points. Oh my God, he's at 74% of the vote. And yeah, see, look, he's literally leading in every county by safe margins. He's even up in Oklahoma City by 35. So he's literally dominating the race right now. Texas, let's see, in Houston, he's up in Harris by like over 60.
That's great.
He's up in
wow,
that's like really impressive. Actually, he's up in that's a lot. In Fort Worth, he's up by 50, and it's 48% in, and he's up by 50, and he's up in Harris by 77 and 19%, and he's at 45% of the votes been reported. He's up in Williamson County by 70 to 24, and it's 51% of the vote in. So all the big city areas are already coming in. He might actually win Texas with like 80% of the primary vote.
So it's not an open primary?
No, I don't think. Well, if it is, then that's really bad for her. That's really bad if that's the case, and that means Biden's chances in Texas are really bad. I mean, he was never going to win it, but that means they're really, really bad if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. Now, somebody said that Haley's political career is over, but honestly, there wasn't going on anyway. Had she not ran, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't have had any if she didn't. She didn't have any to begin with. So
it's Ron DeSantis that lost out. It wasn't Nikki. Nikki's fine.
She was the favorite though before Trump lost last time. Like if Trump didn't lose last time, she would have been the favorite.
Kind of. It was like between DeSantis and her. I mean, there was a lot of people back then that were saying, "Oh my God, Nikki Haley is going to be the 2024 nominee," and I think even Let's Talk Elections did a video saying how the first Republican, the first woman president would have been Nikki Haley in 24, which could have happened if Trump would have won 2020. I mean, not maybe, like she could have had a chance, but I don't know.
I think there's a scenario in the in that one game. What's it called? The campaign trail where you can pick Nikki Haley instead of Pence. Do you think that would have helped out?
I mean, I could try to play it and see how it goes in the game, but I don't know. I don't know how that would have gone back then. I mean, back then she would have been way not like super favorable to the base, but definitely wouldn't have been a killer like now, because now if Trump would have made her the VP, he would lose a lot of support because there was a lot of talk about her being the VP. And then a lot of DeSantis people were trying to purport that just to get everybody riled up. But I never thought that was going to happen anyway. And
Mhm.
18% of the vote is in, and he's at 300,000 votes. He might actually get like 1.5 million votes. 21% of the vote is in. He's at 360,000 votes.
Mhm.
He's getting really high raw vote totals, and barely any counties are reported.
Oh, wait, New York Times has Haley winning Vermont again.
Yeah, but it's like they have her projected to win, but Trump is still up by 6. Let me go look at the map for that. I think he might be okay there, but I don't know. We'll see. They have her up by 1.1, and he's up by 6 right now. Some of the big city areas still have to report, so that's probably what it is. Maybe he does get cooked. This city area is almost done reporting. There's still a lot of maybe not rural counties, because they are rural, but maybe they are going to favor Haley, so maybe she does pull it out. But it would be nice to see Trump get every single state. But me personally, I don't think. Oh my god!
Would you vote for Nikki Haley if she won?
Nope, I would not. I would either vote RFK or Biden or stay home, but I would not vote for her.
You would vote for Biden?
I would rather vote for Biden over Nikki Haley. Yes, if even if RFK was not on the ballot, I'd still vote for Biden, because I would not want her to become the president that badly. Just because she is it's like a really bad evident flip flopper. Like there's like that compilation of her being like, oh, if Trump ran in 2024, I would not run, and then no,
True.
Nikki Haley. Yeah, and then no, I'm Nikki Haley. I'm running for president. And there's a lot of other stuff she's flip flopped on too as well. And also, on top of that, I just don't like the way she's approaching foreign affairs. I think she'd get us into World War III in like a month, or possibly even sooner than that. So I don't really think that. I don't know. I don't think that'd work out. I thought it was hilarious that the Trump said at some point not too long ago. I think he said this like a month ago already, but basically he had said something along the lines of like, oh, he said like, oh yeah, I took Nikki Haley from South Carolina because I liked the lieutenant governor better, so I only put her in my administration so I could make Henry McMaster the governor there instead.
Yeah.
I thought that was super funny. That was hilarious. That was very funny. Nikki Haley's ahead in Massachusetts right now.
Super liberal though.
Yeah,
Almost as bad as Vermont.
Right. Yeah. Right now she's up by 5, but Trump's projected to win it by 26, and they're literally reporting votes.
Wow.
I know. Yeah, and they reported like Somerville and Medford. Mike Bond in the chat says Diaper Dawn still can't win 2024. Can you please give like a genuine reason why you don't think he can win it, Mike Bond? If you could type it in the chat, I would appreciate the commentary. Oh, Stinky Bean says a lot of Nikki fans in Massachusetts. I mean, that's not really surprising, but again, it's less than 1% of the vote, and so. And the Needle still has her, but like he's up by 26 in the Needle, which is a lot actually. So. And they already called Oklahoma, and they haven't given him any delegates. I mean, Trump officially got 15 delegates out of Virginia, but they've been like projecting, they've been adding up delegates for him already. So Massachusetts counting votes. Yes, somebody spamming in the chat whenever something gets updated. I mean, I appreciate it, but. Still the same. Yeah, Trump's up in here by a lot. PA, what do you think is going to be like the how do you think that what swing state do you think would be called first? And actually, Lalo, I'll also ask you this too. What do you think out of all the swing states? What do you think would be the first one to be called? Like out of like Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so I think personally it's easily Georgia, because I think that's the most likely to go red for one. and 2 because it's East Coast as well. I mean, that's obviously, at least to me, the clear choice.
I think Arizona or Georgia, because like they countered pretty fast last time. Definitely not Nevada.
Right.
Uh,
What do you
West
think
is okay.
What do you think is going to be the hot take Fox News projection of the cycle? 2016 it was Wisconsin, and 2020 it was Arizona. What do you think Fox News is going to have up their sleeve this time for like a crazy projection?
Wouldn't it be Nevada if they're not going to count it fast? They're just going to, 50-50. Okay, well, Hail Mary, it's going to be Joe Biden 2 days before it's even like selected,
I could see that. That could be possible. I could see them doing that. I wouldn't be surprised. Texas is counting pretty quickly, actually. Texas at 24%. And oh wow, I'm surprised they haven't called it already. He's at almost 500,000 votes with 25% of the vote in. He possibly could get more than that. So that'd be interesting to see. That'd be very interesting, actually, if he could get more than that. He's approaching 500,000 at 26%. So Oklahoma, 5% of the votes, and he's at 14,000 votes, and he's literally leading her in every county by basically by 50 points or more. He's even at like 96 in the 90s in some of these counties, depending on which one you're looking at. So he's currently doing well. Her lead in Massachusetts is going up though, which is not the most surprising, but he's still projected to win it by 26. So we're waiting for a lot of these rural counties to come in. Vermont, 21% is in. She's projected to win it by 1.1%. I'm very glad Vivek dropped out because, not gonna lie, I feel like if Vivek stayed in, I feel like some closer states could have become a problem. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of glad he did because I feel like he could have given Trump a problem at some point.
Yeah.
PA, how are you doing the projections in your Discord like that? That's kind of cool. Are they like automatic things, or is somebody making them for you and putting them up?
Let me check.
Like just in general, like you're on your Discord, like when they have like, because they just projected Alred when won the Senate projection, but like how does that work? Do you make those ahead of time, or like are they just like generated?
They're like I have like there's like a whole team that does that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, nice. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I don't really do any of that, but
oh, okay. I was just because I've been like, I have like Discord on one computer and the live stream and one on the other. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm almost approaching 30,000 views on this stream, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Nice.
That's the most views I've gotten on the channel in like a while, actually. So that's pretty nice. Nikki voters hate him. Hate who?
Do you have any mods in your chat?
No, I do not.
Okay. You can just mod me, and then I can I'll win polls and stuff.
Okay, cool. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that.
Oh, so go to your live settings, then go to the upper left, I think it is.
Like my actual live, like the settings
on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Not StreamYard.
Not the individual live, but like just in general.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, here, let me go to live. Okay, where do I go? Like customization? No. Do I have to go to like the live feed thing?
I'm going on mine just to see how it works again.
Yeah, just go on yours and tell me how it is, because I'm like, oh yeah, Nikki Haley might win Vermont because she's catching up, and the needle has her at 2.3. So okay, I'm gonna get out of Oklahoma because more than likely that's gonna go. Texas is probably gonna go. Massachusetts, Trump just took the lead there because some county just reported. So Vermont. I'm gonna keep these up just because these are one of the closer ones, and then we'll have this graphic up here for now. Oklahoma. By the way, I've already passed. I just passed 4.5 thousand today. Subscribers,
Yeah.
so that was nice. So I'm approaching 4.6. Even though the channel's been underperforming in some of the videos or whatnot, like the past like 2 weeks, whenever I do like a live, like my Michigan live kind of helped out, and then this live helped out a little bit. So that kind of made up for whatever I would have not done in the past like couple of days. So that's for the past like 2 weeks. So it's all good. But I'll probably be doing a face reveal at 5,000 because that's what I said. And then also I'm going to probably start doing my content a little bit more like with the face cam and like watching other videos, kind of like what like Doc Rich and all these people do. I don't understand like it. I don't know about like what do you guys think about like Marjorie Taylor Greene or like some of these like really, really far right people? I feel like sometimes it gets a little out of hand. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. They're insane. Like optics wise, they're really bad.
Yeah, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is really bad optics wise. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I've tried to like her, but like I don't know. It's something that just always puts me off. I don't know.
So if you go on your YouTube studio and then go to the settings at the very bottom left and then go to community, that's
okay.
where you
Well,
see the mods.
okay. Settings. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Add which one? Standard moderator. Managing. Sure. Which one is it?
I don't know what the difference is with those two.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just Lalo. All right, guys. I am currently gonna go get some water, so I will be right back. Lalo and PA just talk to the chat really quick.
Yep.
I'll currently just get some water. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Wait, can I see the chat from StreamYard, or do I have to go on YouTube?
You could see it
exit.
You could see it on stream.
Yeah, so you exit full screen, and then where it says private chat, you click on comments to the right of that, and then it's there.
Okay.
You should be able to see chat there. So
yeah, I think I see it.
Also, I just added you, by the way, Lalo.
Yeah.
I'll do that now. So I'll be right.
Hello.
So let me see. So if you're mod, you can. Okay, I can use timeouts. Can I post links in here? Let's see how this works. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. Now, if anybody spams, I can take care of it. Cool. Now people are scared of Vermont, according to this the YouTube channel I made because I'm bored account. He's terrified. I think he's shitting his pants. Apparently. Are you feeling the same way?
Who, me?
Yeah, like Vermont. Is that really something to be scared about? Some people in chat are terrified.
No. Like he's gonna win almost all the delegates he needs, so it won't matter.
So we're looking at upwards of 1,000 then total.
Probably or pretty close to that. Do you know which states are winner takes all or none of them for today?
I honestly can't even. I don't know how to look that up.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, it seems to me as if when. Holy shit.
All right, I am back.
Okay. Yeah, so the updated total I'm looking at is 288 overall for this number. Right. Is that the most recent?
That is the most recent number. Yes, it is. Trump is up in Vermont again, apparently. Oh, well, he was.
So Haley by 2.
Oh, but Haley's catching up, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Man, honestly, I'm honestly so nervous about like actual election day. I don't know why. I'm like still kind of nervous about it, to be honest. It's either going to be Trump gets like, oh wow, is no preference actually winning in a county right now? I think it might be in Massachusetts. It is winning right now in Cambridge. But isn't that where like a university is?
Cambridge,
Harvard?
Massachusetts. Yeah, Harvard and MIT. Yeah.
Oh, so Trump has no votes at 3%, not one vote. Oh my
What
god.
the?
Is he not even on the ballot there? Because it doesn't seem like it. It has Ron
Mm-hmm.
DeSantis, Nikki Haley, and no preference. Maybe people voting no preference is Trump. I don't think Trump's even on there.
Wow.
That's weird. What the hell? Isn't it only like a state thing? Oh, Arkansas closed right now. Forgot about that. Arkansas is closing right now. So, and then at that point, Minnesota and Colorado close. I'm actually gonna want to see Colorado because I'm curious to see how the ballot initiative thing ended up working out.
Mm-hmm.
Like how that affects the results there. I wonder if imagine if like he wins it by like 80, like 90 to nothing. Like he wins it like 90 to 10 because of what happened. That'd be funny. That means the base
Totally
would
be true. Yeah.
that means the base would be super energized there.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting if that were to happen. Oh my god. Okay. So, oh wow, okay, they called Maine for Trump. So Trump's got the Maine as well. Wow, Trump is really cooking her all over the board right now. Literally, her only win might be Vermont, and it's not even a guarantee. Trump's max margin in Vermont is now R plus like 5. So,
Mhm.
so. Oh, look, it was a troll that saw the thing up here. They typed Biden is the best in private chat. Bro. PK, Texas is winner take all. Yes, I do know that. I also know California is winner take all. So once they called Texas for 34% of the vote, and he's almost 600,000 votes. He's for sure getting over 1 million. That's for sure. He's definitely going to get over 1 million. I wonder how much more he would get than that, though. That's the question. So Portland is nearly 50% in, and Trump is leading by 16. Portland, but isn't that in Oregon? I just PA. I just read that in your chat in like your U.S. news thing. It says Portland is nearly at 50% and Trump is leading by 16. But is Oregon doing a primary today? No, they're not.
Where is that? Oh,
yeah. Is that a mistake?
no, it's probably just the county in Maine.
Like the county. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, Haley's about to take the lead in Vermont again. And then Massachusetts. Wow, that's crazy that no preference is actually leading in Cambridge, but that's probably that's weird. Wow, that's actually insane. Yeah, Haley just took the lead in Vermont.
Mm.
God. Let's see. Vermont at 33% of the vote. I'm basically going to be streaming for like a little bit less than an hour more at this point. So
Yeah.
Just FYI.
We have a good trajectory going anyway in regards to the election. It's looking
Yeah,
good.
yeah, for sure. We definitely have a good trajectory for sure. So I am very excited to see where this ends up going 100%. I really am. I mean, I'm excited. So at this point, when do you guys think he'd clinch the nomination by? I mean, we know he's probably going to end up getting it, but like, what would be the actual day? It would suck if I'm on the cruise at that point, because from the 16th to the 23rd, I'm going to be on a cruise, and I'm going to basically no internet. So, but I think he's going to get it once he wins Florida, probably.
How many delegates are up for grabs, like complete total?
Right now, I think there is. PA, do you know that by any chance? Because I don't know that off the top of my head.
How many what?
How many delegates are up today?
No.
You don't know how many there's up like at stake. Well, let's basically just look at it here. I think it's almost 1,000 because there's Texas 161.
Yeah.
Not
Uh,
1,000, but there's like 800 or like 700 delegates up today.
Yeah, but I'm saying like for the entire primary though.
For the entire primary, he needs to hit 1,215.
For the entire, or today is 874 out of 2429 for Republicans.
Yeah, today's the most, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, he could get. Would he theoretically be able to win it today or no? I don't think he can win it today theoretically.
I don't know. I don't think he will,
No, I don't think he can.
but he'll be very close.
Yeah, he'll be very close. If he gets, even if he gets all the delegates today, it would be very, very close. But Haley is up 10,000, 34% of the votes in. But there's a lot of rural counties that haven't reported yet. I mean, maybe the rural counties don't behave the same way as in other states, but Trump may be able to gain a tiny bit. So we'll see. Let me see estimated vote shares. Oh, no, yeah, she might be able to win it. Because if you look at the estimated vote shares, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's for sure going to probably win Vermont.
I'm kind of just waiting for California.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, are you? Wow, Christie just gained a bunch of votes in Vermont for some reason. That's kind of funny. He just passed Ron DeSantis. Wow. So in California, do you think that how do you pronounce his name? Garvey? Is that how you pronounce it or no?
I guess so.
Would he be able to do you think he could get first place in front of the Democrat in the jungle primary?
No.
No, there's some people
but if he wins, then Schiff is gonna win for sure. But if it's two Democrats, then it's gonna be like basically a tie. So basically, like Schiff wants him to win, but we'll see.
Right,
It's very close.
Right. I mean, yeah, that does make sense because Schiff does want him. Probably would rather him because he'd be able to win he'd have a much better time winning. So. I want to look at Joe Biden's numbers. I haven't been looking at his Damn, bro. Was he 13%? Oh, well, that's actually not that bad. Tennessee's at 30,000 with 15% of the vote in. He's way behind Trump. North Carolina, he's at 191,000. Trump is at 241,000. Virginia, he's at 200,000 and Trump is at 348,000. In Maine, Trump is at 3,000 with 4% and Biden is at 3,000 with 4%. So they're basically tied in Maine primary wise. In Vermont, he's at 16,000 and he's at 11,000. So Biden might actually beat him there in the primary count. In Massachusetts, possibly could beat him in the primary count. Yeah, I think he might be able to do it there too. But those are going to be the first two states where Biden gets more votes than him in a primary, which is crazy. Biden has a lot of votes in the Texas primary, like almost 400,000. But Trump is.
Why do you think that is, though, in that state in particular?
I don't know. I mean, it's a more populated state, but that is a lot of votes. Marion Williamson is at 3% and he's at 88% of the vote. So, and right now Trump is sitting at 75% at 37, but he has like double the vote share that Biden does raw vote total wise. So that's a good thing. This basically gets rid of the notion that Biden or Trump is going to win Texas by over 15. I don't think he's going to do that, but I think that he could win it by close to 10, possibly. It depends on how good of a night he has, to be honest. That's what it really depends on for the most part. So, let's see. If we go to Ready Go is currently one of the Republican primaries the incumbent Gonzalez is under 50%. I don't know who Tony Gonzalez. He's under 50% in the Republican primary. So Dan Crenshaw is probably going to win his district primary. So let's see. I wonder. Let me go to Texas. I want to see if that Ryan Cook guy, because people were talking about his thing. I wonder if he's actually running right now. I wonder if that's actually a thing. Los Angeles District Attorney election results. Huh. Interesting. I didn't. Somebody in the chat's been typing about how I'm dreaming, and that 43%. What did they say? Portland, Maine is where all this. Somebody in the chat said Portland, Maine is where all the Stephen King books take place. Portland,
That's true.
Yeah. Vermont is super close. Mathematically impossible for Trump to win it today. Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think Trump's gonna win Vermont anymore. He's got a better shot in Massachusetts than he does Vermont at this point. Just the math's not looking good for him there. Somebody in the chat just said, if George Gaston wins again, LA is going to be ruined for the district attorney race there.
I can believe that. You know, Kamala Harris barely won the district attorney race, the attorney general race in 2010.
Really?
Yeah, if you look it up right now, I don't remember what the margin was, but I remember it being egregious. Like, what the hell?
Damn, so even people back then were like, ew.
2010.
Right, yeah. But even back then, people were like.
No, for California, yeah. Watch.
Yeah, but even back then, people were like not really liking her like that.
Mm-hmm. So look up the.
Oh, yes. What the? Whoa. Again, what? Against this guy? What?
Yep.
He doesn't even look like he's optically optically able. He barely lost. What
Kamala looking good in that picture too, and she fell off and stuff.
Yeah. Yo, that's crazy. But bro, wait, what? Dude, didn't she like get with some like guy that was like famous at some point?
It was Mayor Willie Brown in I think San Francisco or Oakland, California. She was like a nobody attorney, and then she did some favors, and then basically got promoted up the ranks that way.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
real.
That's insane.
So she won a statewide office in California by 0.8%.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous. What? I know 2010 was like a right away, but like for real, like
that's like winning Louisiana as a Republican by less than 1 point.
Yeah, that's really bad. How much did the last guy win by? What? Oh my god. And then she won it by way more. But the other
15.
guy, but the other guy was like a no. But yeah, and even back then for 2014, that was bad. 2018.
Think about it. She won 2014 by 15% against the guy whose picture isn't even on the thing.
Wait, what?
She won 2014 against a candidate whose thing isn't even on the Wikipedia, and that's not even impressive when you think about it. She should have won it by like 20.
Yeah, and she only won it by and she got less raw votes. She got 300,000 less votes. Wow, dude, she's a super underperformer. Oh my god, damn. Okay, Trump's delegate count went up officially, even though he's really been. Oh, because they're they're giving them by congressional districts. Some of them probably. That's probably why they're doing that. Why have they not projected Texas yet, or Arkansas, or Alabama? It's so funny that like Nikki's basically only winning in like Vermont and DC. Trump just gained a little bit of mass.
Okay, wait. I just thought of something. Okay, so you're of the opinion that Nikki would lose to Biden, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what if it was Haley versus Sanders 24?
Like Bernie Sanders?
Yes.
I feel like Bernie Sanders would still beat her. I'd vote for Bernie Sanders over her.
Yeah.
I think Bernie would beat her. Not by as much as Joe Biden, but I think that Bernie would beat her. What do you think about that, PA? Do you think that Haley would lose to Biden? I honestly think a lot of the polling is skewed because I feel like polling tends to have a lot of more like college-educated voters doing them, and hence why they have her up by so much. Like not saying it's all college-educated, but like it's a lot of like younger people answering the polls.
But why do you think that?
Well, I just think that because there's a lot of Trump's base wouldn't show up for Nikki Haley, and even though she'd do better in some suburban areas and probably pick up a few Democrats, a lot of primary voters for Nikki Haley in some of these open primary states, a lot of them have said that they wouldn't even vote for her in a general against even Biden. So I just feel like she
way around too.
What? I guess you had to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think Haley would do better.
You think Haley would do better than Biden or than Trump?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I feel like it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Trump just gained 3 more delegates. Oh, and they called Alabama. Okay, so yeah, he's doing well. Bro, Joe Biden is at 300 votes. Oh, okay, but it's less than 1%. And let's see, North Carolina. Okay, Tennessee. Trump has way more. Wow, Trump is at over 100,000. Damn, that's not bad at all. In Arkansas, they already projected it for him. Biden is not that far behind in terms of raw votes in Arkansas behind Trump, which is interesting. So that's weird. Okay, they just projected something for him again. I think they projected Alabama. Well, no, I think they had it like that already. Damn it. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I'm in a dorm right now, so like I have my own room, but I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear the guitar in the background?
Hardly. Nah, you're fine.
Oh, okay, then good, perfect. Damn, the isolation mic the Mac comes with is coming in clutch. That's good.
Well, you're in college right now?
Yes, I am. I'm 19.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Wow, Mark Robinson just cooked this guy, and then Josh Stein's Josh Stein is not the incumbent, but
no, the incumbent can't run.
What was his name? Ralph Northam? No, not that one.
No,
Bill Cooper, something like that.
Yeah,
Roy Cooper.
Roy Cooper was the incumbent. Okay, Mark Robinson is getting higher turnout than he is by like almost 100,000 votes. So that's a good sign.
Wait, do you have a single dorm?
No. The dorm that I'm at right now, I'm in Central Florida. So pretty much the dorms right now here are like, it's basically you share a living room and then there's 4 rooms.
Oh, but you get your own room. Basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay, so Trump just gained like 0.12% in Vermont. I don't know. I mean, she's definitely favored, but I think, oh, look, they just called the race for Massachusetts for Trump. So he's already projected to win that one too. So he also just got that one as well. In 10 minutes, the polls in Colorado and Minnesota open up. So that's going to be interesting. I just want to watch the Colorado results because I want to see how the turnout gets affected by that ballot thing.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I really want to see what the turnout looks like there. But what do you think? What do you think about that everything that happened in the Supreme Court ruling PA? What do you think about that?
The Colorado one?
No, yeah. I mean, what the Supreme Court? Like, how do you feel about that overall?
Well, I agree with Colorado.
Okay, so you agreed with Colorado. All right. So you're more on like that side of the fence. The thing with it is that I disagreed just because of the fact that like he technically hasn't been convicted in a federal court about it. So like it doesn't make any sense for a state to be able to rule for that if he hasn't even been convicted of the crime. Or and that goes for anybody. Like even if Biden, for example, because I honestly I'm happy with what the Supreme Court ruled, and it's not just because of the fact it's Trump. And I think Lalo, you understand where I'm coming from. For example, like if in Texas, they just said, okay, Biden's committing an insurrection because he's letting in a lot of illegal immigrants. So because of that, we're going to kick them off a ballot. And then eventually what would have happened is that all the different states would have had a bunch of definitions for like a bunch of different words. And then eventually it just would have been all the red states would have had Trump and all the blue states would have had Biden. And then potentially all the swing states would have had one or the other, or maybe none of them. Like who knows what would have happened by then, but possibly only like 1 to 3 states would have ended up actually having real results, and that would have just been really bad for the country. So I do think because of that, I think that it is best that it is best that the Supreme Court ruled it that way. Now for the immunity thing, I don't know about that. Like that he's immune to like all cases, or like a president should be immune. I don't know about that. That's a
Do
little
you
bit.
think if he went on trial for it, do you think he would? Do you think he would win, or do you think he should win?
I don't know. It's a little iffy because I understand what he's saying, because theoretically, like if there was a Democratic president that was very anti-establishment, and then like somehow the Republican establishment coalesced and like did the same thing they did to Trump, then like maybe you could make the case that like he's trying to like he's defending both outcomes, but like at the same time, it's like they should be able to. Nobody's above the law, so I even think that even though I do believe that everything that's going on with Trump is like a political. Are political indictments, I still think that they should be able to prosecute a former president in case there is like a legitimate issue per se, if that makes sense. Like if there's actually
he did insurrection or no?
that what?
Do you think he did insurrection?
Personally, I don't believe he did, just because of the fact that I watched the speech, I saw the whole thing, like that he gave before. I heard him use the words "fight like hell," but I didn't get anything insinuated that that was going to be the case. And this is when I didn't really, I wasn't like a full blown Trump supporter back then. Back then, I was more 50-50 on him. And I watched and I was like, oh yeah, okay, like he's just he's going to go protest and that's it. But I didn't think. Not once that I ever feel like, oh man, like he incited all those people to go. And then when I saw everybody doing it, I was like, whoa, that's kind of surprising. Like everybody kind of just lost their marbles. And then Trump went on Twitter and basically told everybody to go home. So I don't really think that he was responsible for that, to be honest. I don't think he was. But that's just my opinion on the whole matter, to be honest. So and I think the way that they ruled, it should stay that way, where Congress should be the ones to decide whether a president could run or not. I think that's the way that the founding fathers intended it to be, and I think that's the way to go. And I also think that a lot of people, for some reason, like don't understand the way the Electoral College works. A lot of my friends and stuff like that, I talk to them about, and they're like, "Well, can we just count the votes?" And oh my god, no. But I'm like, I actually prefer the Electoral College, because if the popular vote were to decide the presidential election, the only places that candidates would be going to is states like California, Texas, Florida, New York, and call it a day. Whereas in the Electoral College, you actually have to go to multiple states, anywhere from like 5 to 15 different states. Even if it's not all 50, you still have to go to more than you would with a popular vote victory as well. And I also understand the whole concept of the whole mob rule thing that the founding fathers were talking about. So I do think it is a better system than a popular vote. So that's just my opinion on the whole matter. I think it would be. Yeah, I think it is better than a popular vote system. I mean, I could also be biased because I was born here and whatever. And I mean, I don't know if you guys were born here as well, but I think since I've grown up with it all my life, I mean, it's just whatever. But I also think it is a genius concept, in my opinion. And I understand why they did it back then and how people could see it doesn't pertain to now and things like that. But I think it is, Trump actually just took the lead in Vermont, and he gained right now a little bit more. So he's ahead there by like 300 votes. Nikki Haley just went up in the needle though. So we'll keep it, but I think it might be a closer race. I think it might be under 2 points for Haley. I don't know, unless some of these counties are going to be reporting. I know that Burlington is going to be reporting a lot of votes for her, and only 10% of the vote is in. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it depends. Yeah, there's a lot of votes outstanding for her, so maybe not. Maybe Trump does not win it, but we'll see. But maybe there is a possibility. But they already called Massachusetts for Trump, so pretty much he's basically swept everywhere. And Biden has basically taken all of these as well as expected. Right now it's 8:56, so we're still waiting for more. A lot of the states have been counting pretty quickly for the most part, so none of the states really have been giving us trouble, so that's good. A lot of, especially like Nevada the other week was counting really slow, and DC gave us problems, and Michigan was counting slightly slow and whatnot. So, but Minnesota and Colorado are next. I'm curious to see Minnesota. I wonder if Trump's going to win that one by a lot. Texas. Okay. So we got basically 4 more minutes until the polls close again. Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Vermont, Trump, I think, expanded his lead again. The sheet keeps going up in the needle, which is weird. 8:57. Oh, what the? That was weird. I wonder where the 300 Christie votes came from, because they came in like a dump. So I feel like there's like one place in here that had like 300 Christie voters.
Yeah. Yeah, like they segregated them and then they just put them in at the same time.
I mean, maybe. No, but I thought like it was like one place that just. There's 22 votes out of Rutland City, which is kind of Rutland City. There's like 22 votes for him there, which is interesting. So, let's see. Right here, nothing else has really changed for now. Just waiting for the poll closing. Hopefully, Colorado and Minnesota count fast, because I'm probably going to be on here for like another 15 to 30 minutes for the most part. So.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you guys, what do you recommend for like video ideas insofar as, because I saw one of your videos, PA, and it was like polling based off every single state. So how'd you do that one?
What do you mean? How did I do it?
Like, because how do you get polls for every single state? Like how would you look up a Rhode Island poll, for example?
Like some states don't have polls. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, well, probably I haven't checked.
You just say that there's no polls for the state. It's every state. You would say it's every state, but like it's not.
Okay.
But
Lalo, what you would do is you would use 538. Like you would go on their aggregates and like the latest poll on there, you just use that one. That's how I do it.
Oh, you're asking like that? Yeah, you would just.
That's what he meant. Yeah.
Now, I remember last election they had something on 538 where you could click on a state, and if they won the state, it would change the probabilities for every subsequent one.
Yeah.
They got rid of that, right?
No, they're gonna do it. It's just like it's really early right now.
Yeah.
Like they don't do that until like September, October, or actually it may be a little like probably.
It might be
August.
It might be earlier now that it's Biden and Trump again, and
yeah.
But when do you think 538 is going to release their model, and what do you think they're going to have? I'm kind of curious to see 538's model.
I wouldn't know. Do you know, PA?
No.
I'm kind of curious to see what they have. Trump is approaching 800,000 votes in Texas with 43% of the vote in. Wow. Damn, he's for sure getting a million. I'm just curious to see if he gets like the polls. I think they just closed in Minnesota. Oh wow, Trump has won the Colorado primary according to the Decision Desk. Oh my god. Damn, that was like right away too. Jesus Christ. That was right away. I didn't think it was gonna be right away. Damn. What the hell? That was fast. I just got the notification from Twitter. So I'm kind of curious to see how the results go. In Vermont, he gained 0.1%. So he's up by a point in Vermont with 42% of the voting. Very, very clear. They just called Texas. Yeah, they did. They just called it. Okay. And it's winner take all. So they'll probably add all the delegates in a second. Then they called Texas before Arkansas. I mean, it didn't poll close before, but like, come on. Arkansas has like only 10% of their votes running, so I guess that makes sense. Okay, now Nikki Haley's catching up in Vermont, probably. So that's where she's cooked. I'm just kind of curious to see these Colorado results. After this, I'll probably be heading over to Ready Go Stream, and I gotta work on some and stuff. So
makes sense.
So, but
are you joining a stream later?
Poppin'?
Are you joining a stream later?
Like not joining like to talk,
Watching.
but like watching it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Rep isn't doing college. Rep gets so locked in these streams because imagine 11,000 people watching live.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, that's a lot. And today I broke a record. But that was probably because they hadn't started. I had realized a lot of people left like right when they started, so it was probably people coming in early.
Yeah, but I think your floor is still higher by like 100 than it was like the last time I checked.
Yeah, no, my floor definitely went up, but my floor for sure went up. I mean, yesterday I streamed the North Dakota caucus and I averaged 200 viewers the entire stream. So
wow,
and it was like an hour stream. Yeah, so Colorado, let me see. Okay, so Nikki Haley's still up in Colorado right now, actually, which is interesting. Trump is expected to win it by 29 points, though. So. And they're literally only reporting Denver, and she's only up by 10. So
wow,
I don't think that's bad either. That is not bad at all, actually. Let's see what I'm kind of curious to see what the primary turnout compared to Trump and Biden is going to be. Okay, Biden's at 55,000 votes right now, and Trump is currently sitting at 64,000 votes. And he just took the lead, and now he's up by 11. So that did not last long. Ted Cruz obviously won his primary. Colorado 20. Wow, Colorado's counting quick. Wow, okay. Joe Biden's at 100,000 votes there so far with 24% of the vote in, 26% of the vote. He's at 120,000. So they'll probably call it any second now. The non-committed delegate is at 10,000. So that's 10,000 less voters for him this time. Trump is sitting at 70,000 with 19% of the vote in. I just want to see how they compare turnout wise. They're counting the Democratic votes faster, which probably means that there's less Democratic votes. So that's interesting. In Vermont. Oh wow. Okay. For some reason, DeSantis and Christie gained like 0.4% each. That's weird. Interesting. Oh wow. Okay, now he really took the lead now. Trump is at 130. He's at 33% of the vote is in, and Trump is at 135,000 votes. He expected to win it by 28. Yeah, the Democrats are ahead in counting their votes, but Biden might be able to eke out Trump in primary raw vote turnout. So Minnesota has not counted any votes yet. Trump is now ahead by almost 2 in Vermont, and the needle is getting closer. So maybe it takes a turn, maybe ish, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Burlington is only like 39% of the vote is in. Interesting. And it is a really close race, so anything could really make the difference. So
Yeah.
yeah, Colorado is actually counting really fast today, like very fast. They're already at a third of the vote. That's interesting.
Well, because the turnout is lower, right? Maybe that's it.
I mean, I guess, but like still, that's still pretty fast. They're at a third of the vote, but the turnout's still relatively high for them to already be at 37%. I mean, 200,000 votes in like what the first 6 minutes is kind of fast.
Mm-hmm.
So that is pretty quick. Alabama has counted less votes than Colorado has, even though Colorado has slightly more people, though. But still,
yeah.
Let's see. Trump just went up again. Yeah, Biden might actually edge out Trump in primary turnout in Colorado, which at that point, that basically means Trump is probably DOA there, to be honest.
Yikes.
I mean, I think he is going to be DOA in Colorado regardless, but is Colorado open primary?
I don't know.
Because if it is, then maybe that is deflating his margin a little bit then. I mean, I don't know if it is or not, but it could be. I'm not sure. Trump is going up a lot in Vermont, somebody said in the chat. Let me see. He just gained 0.2%. That might be a race that continues on for the rest of the night, probably. They might not call it until like 80% of the vote in. Because Trump is still in the window to like barely win it, but I think she might be the favorite to win it, to be honest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, to be honest, I think she's gonna be the favorite for sure. But it would be pretty interesting to see him actually win it. That'd be crazy if that were to actually happen. Let me see. But basically, guys, the state of the race, Trump has basically swept basically all the primaries except for Vermont as of right now, which is a really close race. Biden has also swept with no serious contest. Now, I want to ask you guys something, because based on like all of these turnouts, do you think RFK could have potentially won a couple of states in the primary?
Hello?
Do you think
Against Joe Biden?
Yeah, do you think RFK could have actually done decent in the primary? I think he could have.
Sorry.
I think he'd get a good 30%. So
you think he'd get like, but you don't think he'd win a state?
No, because I think that all the powers that be would basically blackball him, and so it would just be because if he weren't getting blackballed by the DNC, then he could probably get 2/3 of the vote over Biden. But because it's such a way, I feel like most people that have any sort of sway at all are going to tip the scales for Joe, which is probably why he didn't run in the first place as a Democrat. So because he knew he was going to get blockaded.
But I mean, he ran as a Democrat in the beginning, though, in the primary.
Oh, wait, really? Okay, I thought he was an independent the whole time.
No, he was not an independent the whole time. He actually ran. No. He ran as a Democrat to run against Joe Biden, and then they canceled the debates, and he was like, well, shucks, might as well run independent. That's what happened. You can look it up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why I said, like, he might have actually had a legitimate chance. I think he could have had a chance in, like, maybe some of these, like, redder states, like maybe in Alabama. He could have probably won it, maybe, or, like, Arkansas or Tennessee, maybe.
Well, would it be better had he stayed as a Democrat or been independent?
For like Republicans, it would have been better because he would have fractured the Democrats a little bit. He would have fractured the base a tiny bit. Not a tiny bit, like a decent amount. I think he would have
Yeah.
gotten like 20% of the popular vote in that primary nationwide.
Mhm.
If he was in, I think he would have done pretty decent. And Alan Lichtman would have been forced to add the major third-party contest, not
True.
third-party contest, but he would have been forced to add the primary thing. Oh wow, Trump is up in Minnesota by 50 points, and Trump is at 2 points lead in Vermont, and Nikki Haley's margin is going down a little bit, so it's now down at 2 points. The max victory for Trump right now, according to the needle, is 7 and Haley at 11. But basically, that just means like if every single other vote went to the other candidate, then that would be their max margin. But that obviously wouldn't happen. So, but Trump's wiggle room of winning is going down, but the needle is going towards him. So maybe he does actually. That would be hilarious if he pulls it off. That'd be super funny.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that'd be cool.
50 points. Yeah, Minnesota's looking good. 41% of the votes in Colorado, and he's up by 36. No, yeah, he basically murdered her. Like Nikki Haley literally needs to. She needs to leave. She's done. She can never run for president again. Like it's not good.
She'll have to go back to Boeing.
What do you mean?
She was on the board of Boeing after she was Secretary of State under Trump, I think, or UN
Wait.
ambassador.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
part of the corruption thing because she spent a lot of state funds as governor like 10 years ago to put in a new Boeing plant in South Carolina. And then coincidentally, after she got out of politics, she got on Boeing on the board, even though she obviously isn't qualified for it. And on top of that, she was like in debt. So, I mean, it's pretty convenient.
Ah, that just made me like her even less. Oh wow.
I'm surprised you didn't know that. Damn.
P just left.
Mhm.
It's just gonna be us for like a couple more minutes. I'll probably leave in a few
Sure.
minutes now because it's
Yeah,
been a
that makes
while.
sense.
We've streaming for like 3 hours straight. But on election day,
Yeah.
it'll be a little bit more exciting just because we kind of already
Oh, yeah.
knew. Okay, like Trump's basically going to win all the states, so it wasn't as exciting. But it's nice to see Trump destroy her
Yeah.
in grand fashion in almost every single state. Haley just went down 0.2%, and then Vivek went up 0.1%.
Yeah.
I wonder if those are like all like early votes, or like some people are like, "Oh my God, he's still running. Let me vote." That'd be funny.
Yeah, I don't understand why they even voted that way. That makes no
It's
sense.
probably some early votes, or well, maybe it's not. Maybe it is people that just.
I would be
think
super far out though at that point.
That is true. Oh yeah, I think she might because the needle's swinging more and more her way. I think at this point I think he's cooked. I was rewatching Redigo Politics' 2020 mega stream. That was fascinating because like
Yeah, I was on it.
Fly, I know you were. Because I was watching. I knew you were. But yeah, it was funny watching it because like Florida was looking really good, and then like a bunch of other states were looking good. Trump was looking super good in Virginia for some reason. He even Rhode Island. Trump was leading in Rhode Island for like a considerable amount of time. Like it was kind of weird, and then he was up by a lot in like the Rust Belt states, and then once they called Arizona for Biden, the Fox News called it like super early. Everybody was like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, once that happened, everybody was like, "Oh, we're screwed."
Yeah.
So let me compare before we end the stream. I actually want to compare like raw vote totals in some of these states, even though it's not letting me hover over these. Oh, it's not. I don't know why it's not letting me hover over. Okay, so Trump is at almost 800,000 votes with 45% of the vote in, and Biden is at 400,000 votes with 45% of the vote in. So he's basically double Biden. So that's good. Huh, interesting. Colorado. I think Trump is still going to be down in Colorado. Yeah, but like not down by a lot, which is good. But All right, guys, at this point, I'm going to be ending the stream. Pretty much Trump has basically swept the primaries at this point. I'll do a video tomorrow talking about like the California primary and things like that, and analyzing the Senate race primary. So if you guys did enjoy the stream, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Please go follow or subscribe, to Lalo's YouTube channel. Please go follow the Twitter. I'm literally only at like 50 followers, maybe a little bit more by now, but please go subscribe to that as well. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And also good night, Lalo.
All right. Good night.
All right, good night, guys.
Yeah.